Welcome to LoganRobo's stream. Here on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Metaphor, ReFantazio. I had a joke that I was going to do for the intro, but I suddenly spaced it out. There's nothing at all in that brain. No jokes, no words, just a dead hamster on an exercise wheel. Don't let your hamsters die in your brain. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome! I loaded up the chat and I see that Nora has written what looks like about 5 paragraphs worth of things here, so I need to read these here. It says, "Hey, Mr. Roboman, I don't know why, but I'm feeling extra grateful for you today." Aw. Logan, I know sometimes you put yourself down, but man, please realize how important you are to your friends in this community. You realize you in this community are why I have almost everything I have in my life right now, both mentally and physically. I seriously love you, bro. You have given me the chance at the best life I could live, bringing me from my lowest to, frankly, the highest point in my life. I'm trying to get you all emotional for the beginning of the stream. It's kind of working. I don't know how to react to that kind of sincerity. It means the world to me. Like, I hope that you guys know that I do love and appreciate each one of you. But Nora continues saying, "Logan, keep being absolutely amazing because we all love you like your family, because we are. You all know how found families work, whether we've got a biological family or not. This is our found family. You are my family. I couldn't ask for a better one. Now, I can stand in front of the mirror and say, wow, that's a beautiful person with amazing friends and an amazing personality. Because I know I've said this before, but last year and the year before were not that great for me. Didn't like who I was all that much. Didn't think I was good enough. But you and everyone here has made me feel like a special, important person. Whether it's coincidental or truly because of you and everyone else, I have begun liking myself a crazy amount more than before I met all of you." That is so... I am so glad that's happening. I wish I could... I don't know if I wish I could say it. Like, I'm not one of those people who could say, like, I did this... I started this channel to make the world a better place. Because I didn't. I started this to play video games, hang out with friends, and hopefully make people laugh. But I mean, if it's helping people, because this community is amazing, but I can't take credit. It's because of all of you. I'm sure there are probably lots of streamers who are like great streamers and maybe end up just getting a community that's not great because of the people in it. Maybe, I don't know. But it's all of you, so thank you so much. I'm so glad. And I know what that's like to feel like you don't like yourself. I don't know if you can tell. I have struggled with that in the past, so I'm so glad that it's going better, Nora. And I think all of you in this community deserve just as much, if not more, thanks from Nora than definitely that I do. But thank you so much, Nora. I really appreciate that. Oak says, "Hey, Longa! Hey, Oak, how you doing?" Nora says, "Oak, Oak.dillpickle." Weedle says, "Hello, Mr. Kicker." Weedle, please. Mr. Kicker was my father. Call me Puppy. Huh?
Sorry to break up this emotional moment, but if this channel is a found family, does that make Logan our big magic daddy?
No!
And if so, who is our big magic mommy?
Boo.
We love you, Longa.
Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I told you before, I'm not your dad, chat. I could be your cool uncle. I could be your older brother as long as you don't call me Oni-chan. Although if being the daddy means that I get to have a wife, that I would take that. I would take that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. I'm going to load up the game while I'm reading some more of the chat here. Bumbo says, "What kind of a kicker?" "Just like a soccer ball kicker, probably, I assume." Atlantic says, "Hey, hey." Nora says, "I said an entire book report for Logan to start off with." Bumbo says, "Hey, hey." Weedle says, "I think we all know." And Bumbo with a quote, and Bumbo with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, Bumbo. How are all of you? Hang on, I'll address you in a second. I gotta hydrate. Nora, Weedle, Bumbo, Atlantic, How are all of you? Oh, did I say Oak as well? Oak in there? Oh, and a poll has appeared on Twitch. Should we time out Nora for the funnies? Oh, I feel like I can't vote in that. I would upset it, but it is a very close poll there. Queen says, howdy! Hey, Queen Katie says, I got chips! Congratulations on the chips, Queen Katie. I hope they're good. Okay, I gotta show you guys something, by the way. So off stream, I did this dungeon. It was just a quick little dungeon, you know, pretty straightforward. Just kind of run through, getting some treasure to get to the boss here. But I found something amazing here. Okay, so this is the save point right before the boss's room. I gotta show you guys this. This could literally be game changing for this game. If you play this, if you go to this dungeon. So right here, by this point here. Oh, and pin message, Queen Kate, Logan, do we get death? We did not get deaths. I feel like I was a little over leveled for this dungeon. I kind of wiped out everybody really easily. So no deaths here, but you gotta check this out. You gotta check this out. So like I said, this is the save point right there. Just this way, over here, in an adjacent room are two mimics that are not in treasure chests, and you wipe them out, and look, you get heroes jeweled roots. They drop those.
I think that's all
what those are is those give 3,000 archetype experience. And they just drop them like crazy, but that's not the craziest part, because that's just in a room. Okay, whatever, they're there. You hop into the save point, go into Academia, if it'll load properly, if it doesn't want to keep staring at Vitruvian Man's chest there. Okay, if you hop in Academia, it's loading, it's loading. I guess I'll read a couple of comments while it's loading. Oak said, I was watching some of last AA VOD because I missed it, hanging out with my partner. I remember he had to leave. I hope you enjoyed the VOD. I can't remember much of what happened. Okay, so like I said, you go into Academia. If you leave immediately, just like pop right back out there. And then you go back to that room. And then what do you think's gonna be there? What do you think's gonna be in the room? Oak says, Logan, tell me why you said this ad quote. I'm gonna... Oh, hang on, I'll read that in a second. Well, watch this, watch this. You go right back over to that room. And they respawn just from going into Academia. And look at that, another hero's jeweled root. Another hero's jeweled root. It just, those last 2-3 minutes. I've got 9 items with 9,000 archetype experience. So, when I got to the end, I had a little bit of extra time here. I went through and I gave Mantis a bunch of heroes roots. I maxed out like a bunch of his archetypes. So he's getting strong and mighty. And I still have like tons of these items. Look how many, just from going back and forth. I still have 88 heroes jeweled roots and 80 heroes leaf of lights. And it just loops. It's this amazing like archetype experience grinding loop. Oh, and the poll is done. And yes is one with Nora contributed 605 channel points. Nora, did you want to be timed out? But obviously I don't want the whole stream to just be running back and forth. Although, unless you guys want to just chatting stream while I just do that. That would be the least exciting gameplay ever. But I mean, if I just spent a few hours doing that, I could probably max out all of the archetypes for protagonists. It'd be kind of amazing, but I guess we're not going to do it. We got to fight the boss. I do want to switch and equip over a different archetype because I had the Tycoon, which also got me a lot of money. Check us out. Oh, almost. Not quite 3 million Reeve. And so we're going to switch over to the Prince. I believe I already said all the inherited skills properly with the
No, I was the one WHO voted yes, but I think someone else helped me beat Nora.
Oh, that's why Nora won with the channel points. Booby. And so that's why, because she was just the one person. I'm sorry. Well, who was the mod that did that? Was that Crystal or was that Vero? Who's the cruel mod that's going to time out Nora for the funsies? Okay, but I got to see what this quote was. Oak said, I apparently said last stream. It says, ad quote, I'm gonna do mommy where's the milk, cause if I was the mommy, that's what the little baby would say. Did I say this? The baby would go into nurse and there would just be man chest. Ow! Thank you, Nora, for the Tomcat. It says there's a moob. Okay, I do remember the part about the moob at the end. The wording of the first part sounds confusing to me. But thank you for the Tomcat. Oh, and Nora says, I hope he cries. I didn't cry. I'm like so emotionally repressed that it would be very, very hard for me to get me to actually cry on stream. But I got emotional. I was feeling emotions, Nora. So feel proud of yourself for that. Said, this is my mission today. He's not even halfway through. He didn't cry. Dang it, I failed my mission. Shake my head. I should just unfollow. No! I don't cry. I don't like ever cry. Okay, so we're gonna go do this boss. Wait, hang on. I should double check what the informant said, because I know I read it off stream. Disgraced Ruins. So it was, there's Sistis, but Sistis also has a monster or something. Skills to use money should be particularly effective. I gave one to Heisme as an inherited skill, and he's weak to light magic. I believe both Protagonist and Basilio have light skills. So,
just between
and plus,
us.
as I said, I feel pretty over-leveled, so I don't think this boss is going to be a problem. I think we're going to have a good time. I don't think Queen Katie's going to have to worry about death counters or anything like that, but let's head on in. Let's see. Bumbo says, banned. Nora said, I can't take credit. You started this community, sir. I fumbled into it, I guess. Said you and everyone here. I'll take credit. Yes, all of you take credit. Oak says, add quote, Weedle, please. Mr. Kicker was my father. Call me puppy. Cypher says, the big magic mommy is obviously Gallica. Oh, I wish. I love Gallica. I love her so much. Oak said, you don't have to be our dad, but you do have to be our big magic daddy. Isn't that a oh, okay.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. So is that Sistis there?
You're the bandit leader, aren't you? We got you.
Creepy, man.
This world is steeped in misery, distortion, sin. We have no recourse but to escape as soon as possible. This is what they, that's with a capital T, have taught us.
I forgot these guys are a weird death-worshipping cult. I think they're Strega. The guy in the middle is Takaya. You can tell because like this fur, that's not a shirt. That's just chest hair. He is shirtless. This over here is Chidori because there's red hair, and this over here is Jean, so he won't be important.
They command me, kill, save. They assure me that death is our only salvation.
I know not where you heard it, but death does not bring salvation. Using these weapons to attack the capital is unspeakable.
Weapons? Oh, you mean them. Again, capital T, you can't tell when I'm saying it verbally. Ha! They are no mere weapon. They are the god of salvation.
Wait.
Also, this guy has a tail. Oh, because he's a Paripus, probably. For some reason, I thought he was like a horseman for a second.
What in the world? You mean to say there's no weapons?
But this god of salvation thing he's talking about sounds even worse.
Fine.
Fine, our words will not reach him now. We have but one path remaining. Violence. It's the most fun path.
I thought my role in this had already ended. I will bring you all to salvation, and at last, I too shall make the journey to paradise.
Along with Gourmet King from Persona 3.
Oh, it's your role, is it? And you really think we're just gonna let you play it? Let's do this!
All right, paralalalalalalal. Cypher says, I don't want Logan to be my uncle. I want to keep my status as the whitest one in the family. What?
What is Takaya doing in metaphor?
See?
Vanguard.
See, so obviously, Takaya, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so first thing I want to do, wait, what is Red Feather Dragon Shot? Someone's weak to fire? Okay, someone's weak to fire, apparently. I want to steal something first before we throw money at bro. I want to see if we can steal
Nothing
something
personal.
just for a minute. Nothing personal, kid. It's fine. Strength
Why,
incense.
hello there, treasure.
That's good something. Okay, now we're gonna murder these guys. Radiance. Oh, that's heavy, light to all. Weak, heavy. No, we're gonna do heavy, light to all. We don't need to save our MP. I made it to the end without much MP problem. But we don't gain an extra turn though. Oh, we do. Wow, we do. I thought the weather is bad, so I didn't think we gained extra turns.
I pray you're ready.
Oh yeah, she's got a bunch of new stuff here. Severe, fire to all, extreme light oh, that might daze. Let's do that. Let's do that and possibly daze. And looks like we might kill Chidori and Jean, but that's okay. Chidori, we'll just put flowers on her chest and she'll be fine.
Vishnu!
Oh, it's more personas. I forgot, that's what she summons, right? Or maybe they're just like demons from SMT. Just one dude left. Unlocking so many syntheses is Radiant Crusher. See, like I said, we're a bit over leveled for this dungeon.
You think yourself equal?
You think yourself equal? Yeah, I'm gonna throw gold at you and just throw money at you.
Oh, he does like hand signs. That's awesome. Cypher says, also Logan, I bet you could pull off a decent Akechi cosplay. You just got to grow your hair out a fair bit. I feel like when I grow my hair long, because I've mentioned this before, I had long hair in high school. And it looked awful. I think it's because I have a huge forehead. And long hair and huge forehead just looks bad. I probably need to like buy a wig, something where I could pull the hairline like a bit farther down on my forehead. But I'd be all for it. I think, I mean, I don't know how much an Akechi cosplay would cost, but I'd be down to give that a try sometime. Quick said, Logan, did we get deaths? Oh man, Palsify, you're sad that I didn't die? Can't you just be happy that I survived and I'm doing well? Kim says, Streamly, check it out, a fun stream. And Sip reminder, thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. I keep thinking I need to catch one of your streams. I've just been like working and busy whenever you're streaming lately, but I'm gonna try and catch one soon.
Soul Cry.
Summon, no. Oh, these are, okay, enticed by money. Oh, because I threw money on the ground.
Get messy.
Okay, so good. We might still be able to get like an unscathed triumph here. Because he didn't actually attack us. Deals heavy physical strike damage to one enemy. Frenzy is heavy physical strike damage to all enemies. So these two both weak against that. Okay, let's do that. Let's knock them both down. We'll gain a turn.
You're out of here.
Take
Frenzy.
it anymore.
I want to kill both of them. We're going to get an unscathed triumph here. Well, I don't need to throw money at this guy anymore. So, let's just see if he has anything else to steal. Since we're obviously going to kill him this turn.
No coin to your name.
Nothing more to
but
steal.
empty pockets.
Okay, Radiance, murder the man. Because that's what good guys do. Yeah. Hey, unscathed triumph. Cyber says, that's neat, Loki. I hope they don't ever make any Metaphor sequels. It should stay as a standalone title. I don't know, because like, what if they did it kind of like Persona, where it's never a direct sequel to the events, but it's just like, here's something else in that universe, maybe. Would you still be opposed to that? And there's Crystal. Crystal must be the one that did the poll earlier. Add code Weedle, please. Mr. Kicker was my father. Call me puppy. Cyber says, excluding the loading time. That's a lot of XP. It is! And it's so little time. Like, I almost feel like, if I did just like a just chatting stream, and if I spent 3 hours just doing that loop, you guys would hate me. You wouldn't want to watch it, nor should you. But I could probably like max out all of at least protagonists' archetypes. And he'd probably be very overpowered. So I think what I'm going to do is that I'll keep this place in mind, because you can revisit old dungeons if you want to spend the time, like a day flying there. And maybe if before the end of the game, if we have an extra day and there's like nothing to do, I'll just like come back here and just grind out some more of those heroes' jeweled roots. We got a Frostbite Axe and Gambling Stall Silver.
That'll do.
Yay. And a few more loaves of light. Nora says, bro, in all caps. Crystal adds another quote. Cyber says, no, don't time her out. Bubba says, bye, Nora. Nora says, no, I was voting no. Atlantic says, bye, Nora. Quick, get us out. I'm going to vote. I'm going to note that Logan, lol, thank you. This will be so useful later. Oh, that little like loop there. Now, the thing is, you have to get to the point where you're already strong enough to be able to wipe out those two mimics in like overworld combat. So like, I don't know what level they were. I probably should have checked with like fairy vision. But I started this dungeon in like the late 60s levels. I gained a few levels, so I'm like early 70s now. But if you get up to that, at this point, late game, yeah, you could just grind. And it was amazing. When I found that, I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I didn't know going into Academia and coming back out, respawn the enemies. I just like got there and I saw them like, oh man, so much great stuff from these guys. Too bad I have to go like all the way outside the dungeon and run all the way back in order to get them again. Then I popped in Academia, came back out, and I saw them on my map, and I'm like, oh, this is helpful. And Cyber says, wait, they did it. No way. And Nora, Quick would salute Nora. Nora says, oh my gosh. Bumble says Nora was voting no, by the way. Spouted all that crap just for things to end right quick. Okay, so I feel like he can't be dead. If he was dead, his body would disappear, right?
Much too quickly. I could sense in him only desperation, not the intent to kill.
Oh, so maybe the guys we summoned weren't the only thing. Maybe there's a double boss here. Something's wrong, but I can't quite ... Oh, the ground is shaking. Wait, what's that? It feels like an earthquake. Oh no. Hold your Gregory Edgeworth tight. Oh, it's a human.
No way.
It's been way too long since we fought him. This one's kind of cute, actually, in a weird way. Little helmet, like cricket antennae. I don't know what's dangling from his helmet. Maybe that's why he's mad. And if we help unhook that, he'll be our friend. I'd want that guy as a pet. It's adorable, the glowing little beady eyes in the darkness of his helmet.
Is that a human?
Damn it.
Don't tell me that this is that god of salvation he mentioned. He meant to unleash a human on the Capitol. I mean, it's a smaller one than was unleashed on the Capitol last time.
No way.
That would be well beyond catastrophe. How could he manage to keep this hidden?
I shall not allow it.
Let us put a stop to it. We cannot allow this manner of false salvation to stand.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Get ready.
Parallelogram.
Cyrus says, Nora, no! Crystal says, why is it on 600 seconds? A timeout? Oh, no, why did you time her up for 600 seconds? That's 10 minutes. Okay, well,
To the vanguard.
let's,
Now accept your fate.
wait, what's this? Okay, so whatever the physical attack is would just be
Face
nullified,
me.
so we gotta be careful. I wanna steal from bro.
I'll take
And then
this.
we're gonna have pro tag when we get over to him, just try and do
I'll
some
be
almighty
taking
damage.
that.
Golden armor?
There,
That
treasure.
sounds nice.
I won't hold
We
back.
got something that does. Do we have anything that does almighty? Maybe not. Oh, what's this? Adds 4 turn icons. I should wait until we know what it's weak against.
Better be sure.
Because
Pierce attacks
I
won't
feel.
get through.
Weak against strike, and repels lightning, and resists light. Okay. Let's see. One of my syntheses is like
work
a.
together.
I think it's like an almighty, but even stronger against humans, right? There we go. So, all right, which one of you guys has the most? MP. Looks like it's Yufa, but she spends a lot of it too. So I'm actually gonna go with Heisme, I think. Where is he at? There you go, little Heisme. Inflicts all enemies. Oh, wait, no. Oh, that's to dart. No, where's the... Oh, that's Sable Dance. That's something else. Yeah, there we go. Royal Sword deals severe physical almighty damage to one enemy, increases damage against human-type monsters. So as long as it's not like... Well, it's physical, though, but it doesn't specify, like, you know, slash or pierce or anything like that, right? So this should be fine. And it'll do a
Please
lot of
allow
damage to
me.
him, yeah?
How's
I mean, it
that?
takes up 2 turn icons, but I feel like that should do quite a bit. Because I don't know if any of us have like thwack and stuff. I think Yufa might, but she's not very strong.
I shall do my best.
Yeah, see weakness.
I can do this.
What else we got? Emerald Vortex, wind damage to all enemies, ignores resistances. I got so many more things now. Deals extreme magical light, but it resists that. Oh, it doesn't ignore resistances. Oh, there's so many things here. You know what? For right now, I'm gonna see how much it would take how much it does to just smack it with her smackage, and then I'll let. Except Basilio can't do like bull crap because he's all physical attacks, and I don't think any of his are smacking.
I pray
so
you're
no, we're not
ready.
gonna do that. We are gonna we're gonna Emerald Vortex. It ignores all resistances. Okay, we'll just do that.
Let all be dispersed.
I should read some more in the chat though as we're doing this. This thing's a bit stronger than those other guys. I should not have felt proud of myself. Wait, something just increased?
I see your game.
Oh, that's fine. Cypher says I was. Bumble says I was. I was helping whenever Nora pulled ahead. Cypher says I was spending points on. No, Quickhead said, wait, how many mins is that? It's 10. Cypher says I wasn't fast enough. So is Nora untimed out? Nora says Queen Katie 10. Atlantic says 10. Bumble says 10 minutes. Queen Katie with a keyboard slam. Crystal says laughing. I thought it was just a minute timeout. Sorgy Nora. Sorgy.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, its attack and defense went up. Do we have anything that undoes that? I don't think we do, because that's probably bad. Deals heavy physical strike. Oh, we do have heavy physical strike damage, so we can do that. It would probably resist a lot.
Right in their weak spot.
You think yourself
Beat it
equal
down,
to a
Basilio.
UG?
Do you have anything that'll... I probably should have made sure that I had, like, some of those buff and debuff and things. Looks like I don't. So... heavy physical... We don't want slash damage. Nullifies 1 slash... For caster. Deals with weak physical slash damage, heavy physical dark damage to one enemy. These things don't seem particularly useful. Only usable in the back row. Deals medium... yeah, okay, let's just... What should we do here? Plunder. High chance of stealing rare item for one enemy. A higher ability. Oh, I should have been doing plunder instead of steal. I didn't even realize I had that ability. So let's do... Yeah, he can't do any of these things. Oh, okay, he can do Adamant Nightblade. That won't be defended against.
Some darker arts.
Sorry this is taking so long, I just gotta pay attention to what the heck this guy...
By this power.
Still, yeah.
Maybe
we're gonna
not.
do that synthesis again. If we're lucky, it might
We'll
be
do this
enough
together.
to wipe it out. I don't think it ignores resistances, but oh well, we're just gonna go for it.
Look here.
Nora says to Oak, do you
No
think you
holding
would
back.
cry watching Look Back? I've only once ever cried watching a movie. It was when I was 6 years old, the very first time I saw the animated Transformers
Still
movie
here?
from 1986 when
Even
Optimus
my
Prime
strength
died. It
will
was
be
very,
needed.
very sad. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do?
Summoner.
Extreme magic wind damage. Do you have anything that debuffs stuff? Let me check
Perhaps
to see if
it's
I have an
too
item
strong.
that if we throw at this bro, I probably should have done that before I did that synthesis. That might have been enough to kill it. Do we have any? There we go. This'll show. Maybe it just like removes buffs from. Okay, where's the removal of buffages? That's got to be around here somewhere, right? Oh, here we go. No, that's dispelling. Inscribed with evil eye that makes one despondent, decreases that for an enemy. Even if it removes all debuffs from allies. There we go. Removes all buffs on all enemies. We got to do that amnesty talisman.
I shall use this.
If I'd done that before that synthesis, it'd probably be over by now.
Breath of fire. Condom.
We're fine. We're fine. That didn't really hurt all that bad.
You better be ready.
Frenzy! Wait, what's the difference between that and powerful pulverizer? Pulverizer. Heavy physical strike damage. Heavy 1 to 3 times. Do that, yeah. Sorry, I'm narrating what I'm doing a bit too much. I should be reading some more of the chat. Oak says, yeah, Nora, you should know this. Magical daddies don't cry, especially when they're big. And then says to Nora, I think he would have the same reaction as he did with episode 7 of Dawn to Dawn. That one is one of 3 times an anime has like made me feel choked up. I didn't actually cry, but I was like, oh man, I was feeling emotions very intensely.
There's a better way.
We're gonna debuff that bro
I'll
again.
use this.
And then that'll allow Protag to just wipe
Let's
him
stay
out
calm.
with
Lend
a
me your
synthesis. Royal Sword, this should kill him.
Please
We're good.
allow me.
Crystal says, no more timeouts for today. Nora says, did he cry? Cyrus says, I will take you, I will break you. Chat, want to see this emote I got from the sub I got? Oh, wait, what is that? Is that a Pepe making out with something? I can't tell, so small on my screen, but it looks funny. Cyrus says, behold. Oak says, I think he said he didn't, but he got very close. Cyrus said, the best emote on Twitch. Nora said, I watched it last night with my friend, and she said it wasn't sad.
I think the audio is a bit loud, at least for me and Nora.
For which? For the microphone or for the game? Or just for everything? Test. I gotta see something. Let me check something here because actually, my microphone was doing some weird stuff the other day. Let me check something on the microphone settings real quick. This will take just a moment. I forgot to check this again before stream, but before last stream, it got like way low for like no reason. Oh crap! I see what it is. It happened again. There we go. It's my microphone got way low. Has that been going on? That's been going on the entire stream so far. Crap. A half hour of not being able to hear me. Is that better now? I hope there weren't any lurkers that are like, we can't hear this guy over the game. Okay, so I think that should have fixed it. Test. Yeah, that looks better on my end. I'm sorry. I don't know what's causing that. I just need to make sure that I'm checking that now. So sorry about that. Sorry, half hour of lurkers for the crappy audio. Talisman of the Divine.
A halfway decent result.
And we got a couple level ups. We got a rank up.
Even I had more to.
I am most
Yay,
certainly
good for the
stronger
two
than
of
I
you.
was.
So thank you for pointing that out to me. I thank you for the 10 bits as well. I'm sorry that I forgot to check that. There was also weird, like both my microphone and my webcam were doing stuff. Like the white balance on my camera got all weird. The audio was all weird. And that was like before Sunday stream, and it happened again today. I remembered to check the white balance, but I forgot to check the audio. So I'm just going to try and make that a habit from now on. The before stream, I always have to check that. So thank you very much. Let's see. Cypher saying, I love this emote so much. Oak says, question mark to Nora. Quickita said, nah, the best one is this, buckets. Oak says, I can maybe understand not being sad, but you can't say the movie isn't sad at all. Nora says, I know, bro, it's unfathomable. Oak said, that's just incorrect. Is your friend a psychopath? And Crystal says, want to know the best emote in history, guys? Oh, and I missed this before I actually skipped one. I see Crystal above said, but she's not big. Yes, I want to see the best emote in history. And Nora says, Logan, we need to do a watch party with you because it's only 58 minutes. Is it appropriate? Because I wouldn't want to do a watch party for stuff that's R-rated because we do have young people in our community. I know you're one of the young people, but you watch inappropriate stuff. Founders Hatchet. A human attack on the royal capital. I shudder at the very thought. You don't need to. You saw one happen before, bro. We saved them, remember?
Oh, nice.
But we stopped it. That's a happily ever after in my book. But, sorry, and without their human and founder, I expect the rest will be gone before long too.
Anything else to say?
Indeed, they will likely disband. However, another group will take their place before long if this age of turmoil does not end.
Yeah.
Exactly. As long as we let the people reinforce it, there will always be people believing death preferable to living.
And to fix the world, we must first defeat Louise. Oh, there's bits coming in for TTS.
Look back isn't inappropriate at all. It's just really sad and emotional. It's sorta like Ghibli but sad. Boo.
Ah! Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. Well, maybe we will then. Maybe we will. Also, I need to start planning for on the first week of July. I was talking before how we'll probably be canceling on both the 3rd and 4th because of my birthday and 4th of July. And then we might add a stream like on that Wednesday night to compensate for that. But then maybe that Sunday, we might finally have my 1,000 follower on Twitch celebration / birthday celebration. And I've got like a couple of ideas for things, but I'm having a hard time finding like the really big thing that people will really, really want to see. I've talked about before how that maybe we could finally do that You Laugh, You Lose if enough people like submit stuff that is DMCA safe. I have to have somebody else confirm that, but if anybody else has any other ideas for stuff, I mean, because we can say, hey, we're having a just chatting celebration, but if I'm there and I'm like, I have nothing to say, that'd be boring. Okay, let's keep going here. Then we'll have Mantis make us a proper country.
Leave it to me.
I'm sure Mantis can do it. I shall give you all my support.
Phew. Is this request complete then? Shall we head back?
Yeah, let's return to the entrance.
In that case.
Yes, let's return to the entrance.
I'm absolutely knackered. Who's in the mood for supper?
Hey,
Don't forget, Mantis, we have to report to the recruitment center when we get back too. I also got to do my final follower bond with Basilio. We're gonna go kill his friend, I think. But it's okay, his friend has killed people. It's the circle of killing. That's how it works. Oak says, are they happy when people die? Crystal says, it's this. Is that an emote of a hand holding a pair of panties? I'm amazed that's allowed on Twitch Bezos's platform. But why? Why? And why are they pink striped? They should be blue striped. Sky blue is so much cuter than pink. All right, oh no, this is just a bounty, yeah, so people probably don't have anything to say. Let me double check to make sure Priscilla. Request done and dusted then, yeah, okay, nothing to say. All right, so let's save. I'm gonna stagger my saves just in case I'm not prepared for the dragon trials and like I need to go back and actually grind with that stuff, but I wanna try some of those dragon trials tonight, y'all. Because, you know, we still got like a couple of weeks until we gotta do Luis's dungeon. So the goals are we're gonna max up Basilio and try at least one, if not more, of the dragon trials.
hey.
It's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Let's return to town immediately.
Okay, then.
Should we head back to the city and have a nice dinner? Let's leave! Oh, and a pin message. From Emily.LGBT. Are you a new person? Are you a new member of the chat here? Or do you just change your name? Says, hi, Logan. Oh, I used to be named Mercury. Oh, Mercury1432, but I changed my name. Used to watch your streams a lot, but couldn't watch for a while because busy life. Thank you so much for the time when people change their usernames, they don't tell me. And I there isn't a first-time chatterbox. And I'm like, who are you? Why aren't you telling me? Mercury, welcome back. How are you doing? I'm sorry they weren't able to catch him for a while. I hope busy in a good way, but how are you? Like, what have you been up to? And Mercury says, OMG, in the little face. Good to have you here. Thank you, Crystal, for pinning those messages there. I appreciate it. Welcome, Mercury. Okay, let's get something tasty with the rest of the group. And then also I should check to see if I have any more bounties. I think we have one more, if I remember, but I think it's like multiple days to get there, so that's like a low priority. Let's see. Krista with some more emotes. Cypher doing some more emotes as well. Says, wait, I mixed the wrong emote in that one. Nora says, someone give me something to draw. An umbrella. Nora, draw an umbrella. Nora says to Oak, did I tell you I got the look back manga? Cypher says, I will take you, I will break you. Those gotta be lyrics, right? Are those Persona song lyrics? I always mishear the lyrics. Oak says to Nora, draw the manga editor from Look Back. Crystal says, Mizi with the new comic. Who's Mizi? Cypher says, Tatsuki Fujimoto, my beloved. Cypher says, I have my Chainsaw Man manga animation wallpaper playing right now. Wait, manga animation? Is like moving manga pages? I'm looking forward to that show coming back. I hope they do at least something interesting with Kobeni before she vanishes forever. back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
Hey,
That man we fought in the ruins, daft as it sounds, he really was planning on using that human as a weapon, wasn't he?
I am happy that we were able to stop that from occurring, yet I fear that similar situations may be inevitable in the future.
A problem like this has to be cut off at the roots. That means we've got to take Luis down.
right.
That truly is the sum of it all. We should focus ourselves entirely on that goal. Mantis, let's report in about this.
Mantis nodded his head. Oh, 60. I thought we had like 20. We have less days than I thought. That's still like a couple of weeks.
In the 16 days we've got left, we need to bring the kingdom back to our side. We won't very well be taking down Luis's stronghold if we can't regain their support.
And so,
If we're to challenge Luis, we'll have to hone our magic and abilities as much as we can. Perhaps we should make use of the Colosseum and stretch the limits of our powers there.
That was a job
I
well done.
imagine you all must be as tired as I am. Perhaps after a meal would be a good time to adjourn.
I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Yay. So that was good.
The day of the hero draws near.
We shall see the crowning of a new king. 16 days remain. So in just a little over a half hour, we finished that boss fight. Now see if we can kill a dragon. Oh, actually, we'll check Basilio first, because I don't know what days he's available. It seems Frank, sent me a letter and package while I was out traveling.
Here you are.
I came across this and thought it better in your hands. Good luck out there. Almighty Panacea! Yay! Nora says, the manga editor. Oak says, I need to remember that you can reply on mobile now. Nora says, what new comics? Cypher says, no, do the writer, Tatsuki Fujimoto do it. Oak said, yeah, the editor for Fujino and Kiyomoto. Okay, so it's look back stuff. Also, there's a poll, looks like a paid poll. Someone redeemed the poll on Twitch saying, what job was Logan made to do? The options are streamer, wooden spoon manufacturer, youth pastor, in parentheses, hail longa. I don't think you hailed the pastors, an escort, or a frog tamer. I'm gonna vote youth pastor, but don't worship me, please. Wait, does Maria have something to say? Oh, because we got a new drawing! We gotta give her the new drawing, right?
Mister,
Sorry, messed up. Oh, mister, you're here. That reminds me, I have Norris's drawings on me. I think Maria'd be happy if I gave one to her. Give one to Maria. Yeah, look at that. Look at the really creepy people in the mountains. I gave the Malibello's Stope drawing to Maria.
so pretty.
Wow, what a pretty drawing, huh?
Frank brings me so much joy. Barden was such a buzzkill
Oh,
with
yeah.
all his wag. I helped the cannibal baby mom, and now he's like, yay, I'm Frank. What a sigma.
You know what? It's like that old meme. It's like the Virgin Barden versus the Chad Frank. Actually, I kind of want to draw that now. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oh crap, that was Oak. I spoke over Boo. I'm sorry. Either that or it was cut off. Thank you for the 10 bits. I'll pretend to be scared. Crystal with a pin message on Twitch saying worship Longa, hail the cult. No! Do not do that. By the way, Oak, I think you'd be happy to know that on YouTube, as I've been posting my Persona 3 VODs, I got to one of the first ones with Ken, where I did the Ken voice, and multiple people have complained that he sounds like a Victorian child. So apparently you were right. I still was entertained by it, though. Is this a place where they dig up crystals? But why are they digging up people here? I told Maria about all the memories I made there. I see, so there really is a place like that outside of Grand Trad.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabienne if we can hang them up in the inn's walls. If I look at the picture, I stop feeling lonely because I get scared. I can't be both. I'll think of you on your journey and you can come back and look at them too, right? Ever since the color of the sky went funny, everybody's been acting kind of weird too. They all have a scary look on their face and they fight all the time. Mister, if you become king, will you bring things back to normal? Maria and Fabienne put the drawings I gave them on the walls of the inn. Drawings, plural. I only did one drawing. Wait, so is Basilio like, how do we? Okay, he's got a handshake thing, so I think that means we just gotta find him and then we can do the killing his friend, right? So he was like over by that weird cackling SpongeBob lady, right? That should be over here. Oh, there he is. Oh, but before we do that, we gotta go to the recruitment center. Is that up this way? Yeah, and turn in our bounty thing. Oh, the poll is done, and Youth Pastor won with 40% of the vote. Oh, contributing 55 channel points. Darn, I can't click it on while this loading screen is going unless I maybe do this. And I see it was second place. Second place was Frog Tamer with 36%. Escort was 16% in third place. Like, a legit question, who in the world would ever want me as an escort? Let's see. Crystal says it should be on Twit. That's the cool abbreviation for Twitter, right? Also, now that I got like $3 million, maybe I should go purify some of my weapons and armor at the church. Nora said, I can't draw real people as much as I love him for making look back. Well, that's why I said draw an umbrella. Just draw an umbrella. An umbrella isn't a people, I think, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I've never asked an umbrella. I might accidentally be dehumanizing them. Okay, and let's, oh crap, I gotta tab out again because I gotta scroll in the chat. I'm all the way at the bottom there. Nora says, what is TWT? I think that's just Twitter, right? Oak says Twitter. Nora says, I don't have Twitter. Oak says good. Cypher says Twitter, AKA the worst platform ever made. Okay, so let's turn in our bounty. Huh? You did it! You defeated the founder!
Oh, jeez.
Word travels fast, huh?
That's because I was part of the cult. I tried to kill you while you were in there. Thanks for not murdering me. They were causing quite a stir in Grand Trad, so indeed it did. And was it really a human they were hiding in their headquarters?
Right?
Yeah, that was their secret weapon. They were gonna release it inside Grand Trad.
I see. Well, the fact that you slayed it and saved the capital is the talk of the town right now. Though there are those who are skeptical about your achievement. What's new?
But we worked so hard. I'll say what's new. I'll be cool. Rose off my back. I don't even care.
Don't get discouraged. There are people out there who still believe that you're a hero. I'm one of them. I changed back from that cult very easily. Besides, when the news came that they'd been vanquished, there really was joy in the air, and it's been a long time since we felt that. Here, this is your reward. You've more than earned it.
We did it.
I better really climb the ranks in this one. I'm still like hundreds below where I should be. And I don't need courage, so I'm just gonna get like more mag, I think. I've still got like 500,000 mag, even with all those archetypes I've been unlocking. I also haven't gone to the rock, the spinny head rock thing in ages, because you're supposed to like collect mag there. So I probably have even more.
I know there are many who have their doubts, but there will come a day when everyone believes in you. And until that day, I'm afraid I have no choice but to rely on you to fulfill all these requests.
Ah, darn, I thought he was gonna say fulfill duties. Duties. And that's it. That's just the last request there. And we did not climb in the rankings at all. Well, darn it. Let's see. Nora says, Oak, I want to draw Kiyomoto because heart, but I don't know if I can. Oak says, every day I've used Tumblr instead of Twitter is the day I've been happy. You see, I suck at Twitter. I don't know how to, like, I'm supposed to use it properly, but I feel like I have never had a good experience with Tumblr. Like, I never even ended up signing up for a Tumblr account because it was awful. Maybe I just hadn't found the right section of it. Was this the back alley that takes us to where Basilio was? I can't remember.
That's what it's come to.
Cypher says, nah. Oh, and I gotta tab out again in order to scroll down some more. It said, keep it a standalone. Oak said, I love a metaphor series, to be honest. So it sounds like we're torn. Should we have a poll about that? About which you'd prefer? Not that, wait, where the heck are we?
All right then.
I've been playing this game forever and I just got lost. Okay, I just took a wrong turn, but I have been here before. This is that staircase where I bumped in that one lady and wouldn't let her go walk down the stairs. Okay, Basilio! Who are you? Oh, that's the Magla broker or whatever. Basilio! Crap, there's that laugh again. Every time I go over to him. Okay, Basilio, let's go murder your friend Vinka. He's not your friend. He's your childhood friend. He's practically family. But let's save and let's go do this before that lady can laugh again. Quick Gator said, excuse me, I skipped one. Nora said, Tatsuki Fujimoto is my savior for writing Look Back, but also my #1 up. Okay, so that's the mangaka for Chainsaw Man, right? One of the things I really love about Chainsaw Man, it's a weird, dumb thing, but I kind of love just how realistic for a young teenage boy his motivations are. It's the type of thing, it's like, I want something good to eat and I want to touch a boob. And it's like, yeah, that is a teenage boy.
You see in the sky? Proper weird looking. If it's Luis who's behind it, then we've got one more reason to smack him down. But scrambling around to do us no good, even the easy things will just go to rot. Just gotta keep it slow and do what we can for now. Aye? Still don't know what to do about Vinka. He used to be a good man.
Hey.
What happened to the Vinka I knew? Is there anything left of him at all? Oh, look at this. I have all the level 5s. You already know the answer. We have to murder him. With my overflowing eloquence, I help Basilio realize the answer in himself. You already know. Murder. That was the eloquence. Bling! Yeesh, going for the throat, yeah? But you're right. It was easier to pretend I didn't, but I guess I do now. I do know. Only one way to make sure he doesn't suffer any more than he has. But I'll do it myself. He's my dog. I'll shoot him.
You.
Mantis, thanks for all this. Can we go see Vinka now? Words ain't gonna end this, so be ready for a fight. All that monster rage he's got now, he won't go down easy either. Let's head over right now. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I've wanted a murder pack with my bro so bad for so long. Oh, hey, Bulba Maniac. Sorry that you got here right as I was shouting that. I was joking. I didn't want a murder pack. Bulba Maniac, hi, rated with a party of 10. Crystal, are you still here? Would you be able to do a quick shout out for Bulba Maniac? Oh crap, and Crystal's also posting stuff over on YouTube as well. So if she's over there, oh no, Crystal's doing it there. You're playing Persona 3 Reload. Awesome. Okay, let's check out the clip that loads up here, and then I'll scroll down to where the raid was and say hi to all you raiders, give you an introduction.
My last chance.
Oh, it's Pokemon.
I'm really pissed off if I lose this. Dazzling Gleam.
Go follow this guy. Go follow this guy. This raider. So thank you so much for doing that, for the raid for Party of 10 so high. Let me give you the quick, introduction myself. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio. I don't know if you guys have played it. It's by the same devs as Persona. It's basically like Persona, but in a fantasy type of setting. And they're all adults for once. They're not in high school. Oh, Bulba Maniac, thank you so much for the follow. May I call you Bulba for short? Do I have to do it like trying to be like a Bulbasaur, like Bulba? But thank you so much for the follow. And also, I read every comment in chat. I'm always way behind, but I'm going to scroll down to where the raid happened to say hi to everybody. We got Rai23. Am I saying that? Oh, with some little rolling Bulbasaurs. Those some of your emotes. Those are adorable. Adorable. Rai23. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Bubba said, here's Logan in his natural habitat. Gonna beat up a dog. No! Vendigo, how you doing? Says P3R mentioned. Bubba says, we're starting Persona 3 Reload episode, I guess. Nice. We played that this past October. I think October into November we did episode I guess. Like we did the full game from last February to start. How'd you find me, if you don't mind me asking? Because we haven't been playing Persona in quite a while. Were you looking just for Metaphor players or something like that? Either way, welcome. Thank you again so much for the raid. And welcome, raiders. I hope you enjoy your time here. We are late game in this game, so if you're trying to avoid spoilers, you might need to step out pretty soon. But let me keep saying hi to everybody. Cypher says, gosh, that made me cry so hard. Vitigo says, ooh, how's it been going? Bubba says, yes, please. Rai says, we call him Bubba. Re. Okay, I'll call you Re. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, because whatever I know somebody has when I first meet you imprints on me like a baby bird, and I'll call you that forever. Road Raisin said, I brought the raid. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, that explains it. That's how y'all found it. So thank you, Raisin. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And we got Jerry Tomato 24. I had to stop for a second. My brain wanted to say Geronimo. Ree, thank you so much for the follow. I haven't done anything worthy of the follows from Bulba and Ree so far, but I appreciate it. So thank you both. Thank you. And as well, thank you for being here. Jerry Tomato, thank you again for directing the raid over here, Raisin. Crystal says, I guess the answer mentioned. Let's go. Ree with some dancing bulbs. Oh, that's like a twerking bulb. Cypher with some emotes. Oh, everybody's dancing now. Jerry Tomato's dancing. Bulb says, I know absolutely nothing from the Igus chapter. Blind playthrough, post main story. Raisin sent us. Okay, so don't worry. I won't tell you anything in the DLC. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a blast.
Logan, remember to breathe.
Okay, thank you, Chie.
Don't think.
Okay. Thank you, Chie. Thank you, whoever redeemed that. I will do that. So we have that because sometimes I get yapping too much and I need to take a breath. Thank you for the breathe command. Cypher with some emotes. Jerry Tomato says, laughing fair. Haha. Ree says, sure, what the heck. I'll drop a follow. Thank you. A bunch more emotes. There's days great at your Junas. Thank you, Nanako.
I guess just because I'm looking at the chat so much, we're getting all the comments. Oh, we're getting all the Persona ones for you guys. Then to go with some dance and stuff, Bubble says, I've seen a very small amount of Metaphor gameplay, but I know it's Atlas, so it must be good. Yeah, it's like I said, it's basically Persona, but in a different setting. I mean, there's like some differences. The social links are called follower bonds, and they're 8 levels instead of 10. And so it's just like little stuff, like cosmetic, but it's the same structure. You hang out with your friends. I'm about to max out this buddy here, and then you'll have like a month to do a dungeon. It's like the same structure as Persona, basically. It's really good. I really, really like this game. Vetigo says, oh my gosh, that redeem is so good. Ha ha ha! Oh, which one? The Chie one? It's new. Bubble says, Nanako! Says, we love you, Nanako. Oak said, Logan, how do you always react to that redeem so fast? Wait, which one? The Nanako one? As soon as I hear it going every day, then you know the rest. There aren't a lot of words to that song. Vetigo said, Metaphor is so good. I love it so much. If you're an Atlas game lover, I highly recommend it. And Bubble says, Persona, but we are adults. Yes, but oddly enough, no romance options in this game. That is one of the other differences as well. You'd think that it'd be nice that, like, if you're an adult, then you could romance the adult characters and it wouldn't seem, like, creepy and age inappropriate. Because, like, some of them were cool. In Persona 5, Takemi was cool, but she was not age appropriate for protagonist. Cypher says, Persona, but racist. Oh, that's true. That is the thing. The two biggest evils in this world is that everybody is racist and has anxiety. And so we're trying to solve racism and anxiety. So that's actually more true than you might think if you didn't know. Cypher says, I spelled that wrong. Bubble says, Kawakami Supreme. I have some mild issues with Kawakami, but I won't yuck anyone's yum. To each your own. You just don't have to worry about me trying to steal her away from you, so it's totally fine. Cypher says, Takemi, my mommy, rah! Let's see, Mercury with a little emote. Bubble says, I will always choose the teacher. In every game? So, wait, no, because, wait. In Persona 3, were you able to romance? You couldn't romance Maya, right? She wasn't one of the options, I don't think. I mean, she confessed. We're allowed to say that. But you can't romance her. Mercury with an emote. Cypher says, Kawamami, my beloved. Says, all hail Kawamami. And Bubble says, all hail Kawamami indeed. Cypher says, Dr. Longlegs, Takemi, my beloved. And Ree says, anxious racist indeed. They're all anxious. And they're all racist. And that's not an exaggeration. This little kid over here, he's the most racist of all. Because our character is a racist called an Elda. And every time we see him, he's like, hey, you stupid Elda. I'm going to get you, Elda. Mommy says you're dirty little Elda. But right now, there's so much anxiety in the city that the skies has turned red and magic is going crazy. And we're getting close to needing to go fight the big bad guy. But first, we're going to max out our follower bond with this guy here. Which I don't know if it's gonna be much spoiler. It's not like main story spoilers, but we gotta go fight somebody. We gotta have like a mini boss fight together. So yeah, that's something we can all enjoy. Let me read just a couple more comments from the bottom here, and then I'll scroll back up to where I left off in the chat. But thank you, first of all, Boba, thank you again so much for the raid. So as I said, last chance, we're gonna start the game soon. If you're here with the raid and you want to be completely blind into Metaphor, and if you need to take off, I totally understand. I'd love it if you stuck around. I always like making new friends. But I don't want to accidentally spoil the game for you if you need to leave. Or if you're just like, I just watched a multi-hour long stream and I need to get a snack or something, totally understandable as well. But I'd love to have you stick around if you'd like to. But if you'd, oh, and here, I don't know if Crystal posted this in the chat yet, but she probably did. Let me give you guys a link tree in case anyone's interested that has all of our social media, a Discord invite link, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I mean, you're on Twitch, all this stuff. Feel free to make use of it or ignore it as you see fit. There's no pressure on anything, but it's just, it's there if you want it. Cyber says, Kawamami can discipline me anytime. Crystal says, everyone is racist in this game. Vetigo says, I think the creators mentioned the reason why they didn't add romance is because the protag wouldn't have enough time / be thinking about with how he'd be focusing on their goal. I do like that we kind of had, I mean, we didn't have like a full-on romance, but there's been like a few bits of dialogue where you can tell that certain characters have like feelings for each other, and so I do like that. Oak says, we have a command for this. Boba says, I know the whole point of Kamoshida is him creeping on the female students, but I chase after Kawakami, not her chasing me. Well, it's this weird, like, double standard, I think, that we sometimes have in society, that it's like, if you're a teenage boy chasing after an adult woman, it's like, it's still, you're not allowed, but for some reason, people are just like, boys will be boys sometimes, so it's odd. Again, I'm not a Kawakami stan myself, but to each their own. She's there. She's an option in the game. You're willing to, You get to play the game however you want. Cypher says, okay, Mr. Logan, let's go back to reading chat. I'm sorry. Crystal says, we also have, and there's some more commands. Reese says, sounds like New York City during the Mafia era. Bubble says, for sure, for sure. Cypher says, Logan should add a starboard to the Discord. Not gonna lie, a starboard? What would the starboard be? Do we have to have an aft and a poop deck and all the other parts of a ship? Bubble says, if/when we get to Metaphor, it'll be a while. So I'll forget all spoilery then. Oh, awesome. Crystal says, for the new people, Logan reads all messages. He's just very, very behind. That's why we have slow mode. Bubble said, I will need to step away for a bit to for post-stream care, but I'll be lurking for a bit. Well, thank you for the lurk. Raisin said, Persona, but the protagonist is too goated. Cypher says, nah, the double standard is insane, especially with male SA victims. I feel strongly about this. I will not get into it for everyone's sake. Well, I do appreciate that. And like, I've known people, like guys who have been victims of that type of thing, and they've had to deal with like negative stigma, even though they were victims. Bubble said, it's always cause of who the man is. Younger man? Let's go, bro. Older man. You creepy buried man. Arrest him. Crystal says, hope you have a great lurk. There we go. I'm going to scroll back up now to where I left off before in the chat, which was like at least 20 minutes ago. So if you're here with the raid, it may take me longer to get to any subsequent messages. And if you hear me reading messages that aren't on the screen, it's because I'm so far back. And Crystal, I will read your comments over on YouTube in a little bit, but we need to play some more. We need to go kill Basilio's childhood friend.
Right, let's go help him. The chasm he's at right now is next to Brylehaven.
Okay, well, a starboard is basically a channel where people can star messages to immortalize them, but a poop deck is so much better. We should do that instead.
So we'll do a starboard. We'll do a starboard, but we'll call it a poop deck. I guess we could do that. I don't hang out in enough other people's Discords. I kind of just do my own thing. So thank you for the explanation. So, okay, it basically would be an archive of quotes, kind of like all of our quotes here. I like it. And thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it.
A chasm he's at right next to Brylehaven. I reckon we can teleport into the city, then I'll lead the rest of the way.
All right, let's do this. Let's fight this guy. While it's loading, I'll read a couple more comments from where I left off before. Let's see. Oh, no, never mind. We're right into this. I thought it was going to take longer to load.
There he is.
Vinka,
I'm here. It's me, Basilio. Yeah, it's been hard, hasn't it? The Magla's going wild. Kill you. I'm going to kill everyone.
Vinka! Brace yourself. Only one way to save him, bro. You know, I feel like a hypocrite. We literally just like murdered the head of a cult because they thought the way to save people was killing them. And now we're going to save this guy by killing him.
we have no choice.
There's only one way to save him. Yeah, I know. This is all we can do. Gosh dang it.
Oh, that was him doing that. Sorry, I thought that was Basilio still. Maybe it was. I don't know. I should pay more attention to the game I'm actually playing. Assemble your party. Can we have more than just Basilio? Can I bring in like Heisme and hey, there's everybody. All right, let's do this. Venture forth. Yes. And we'll see if we're over leveled or not against this guy.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Chat, I think it might hurt.
Vinka, it's me. It's Basilio. You know me. Can you hear me?
By the way, for those who came with the raid, you may notice there are DLC costumes. One of our community members gifted us the funds for the DLC here, and so we got him in a Yasogami High outfit from Persona P4.
Who are you?
Oh, he doesn't even recognize Basilio.
Don't know you. I hate you. It hurts. I'll kill you.
Vinka, I'm sorry. I'll make the pain go away. I promise I'll save you.
By killing you. I feel like we should be more upfront about that.
Let's end this.
But yeah, Queen Katie said, what if we had a massive time skip with Mantis giving a mission to a new pro tag, would also be named Mantis. That's the new game. I mean, I guess those type of superficial tie-ins could be fun. I've been enjoying this enough that I would love more of these. Let's see if there's anything to steal from bro. And Death White Mask.
Treasure?
That reminds me, I need to do more of those mask stuff.
royal path.
All right, so let's kill this guy. Heavy light damage, all heavy wind damage, recovers MP for each hit. Maybe we should just like really go all out. Do one of these royal sword things again, and just really. I mean, he's not a human type monster, but still, let's just kill him.
Forward.
See if we can get him in like. Oh wow, he's got a lot of hit points. Oh
Power said to belong to a priestess.
not
Take
be
my
prepared
first
for this. Okay, severe magic dark to one enemy, severe magic fire to all enemies. See stuff that, okay, that's heavy. Okay, extreme magic light to all enemies may inflict daze. Let's do that.
Vishnu!
Yeah, I thought we would maybe be over prepared. Queen Katie, do you have your death counters out?
Feel the suffering!
Wait, what did he just inflict us with? I don't think I brought like
He's gonna have trouble aiming.
ailment cures. Okay, he has trouble aiming. That's all he might miss. Missing would suck. Let's see what happens when we frenzy, bro. Don't miss.
Hey,
Crap!
Wake us up, Basilio.
I can barely think.
Well, why don't you pass your turn
A
then?
wise choice.
Yes.
Yufa's daze.
Hate is
Protect my
eternal.
Mr. Mark.
Let's just do. Oh wow. Okay, that's heavy. Do I have anything better than heavy? Heavy light, heavy slash. Okay, just do heavy.
Wind! I feel nothing.
And we're gonna have you do the same thing because that did pretty well last time. Summon deity. And then I think next turn we might try and cure some of these ailments if we need to, because that's gonna be rather cumbersome to us. Oksay says, you like look back, you trust me now and watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Nora says, maybe. Oksay, consider that I also recommended Psychic K in One Piece. Nora said, I guess. Cypher says, trust me, you will despise the man after they adapt Chainsaw Man's Part 1. It will destroy you.
Trouble aiming.
Okay, and we're gonna need to do some healing pretty soon too. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna actually, because you missed last time, bro. Let's see what cures these ailments that we have. Robust remedy. We want to find the one that has that little icon there. Oh, it's daze. Yes, have you cure Yufa of her dazedness. Wait. No, we don't want him to do it because he's not dazed anymore. So he can attack and we'll have Heizme do the dazing to cure on Yufa. So Frenzy. Cypher says, Season 1 of Chainsaw Man is so not connected to the rest of the manga, it looks like sunshine and rainbows compared to the rest of that. It does? Really? Because that's not how it feels. Cure Yufa, bro.
I'm grateful.
Nora says, I mean, I've seen part of Chainsaw Man, and I like my second favorite character is dead, but I'm nowhere far enough into it, like episode 10. Seeker's Gale again. And maybe I should do another one of the synthesis attacks in a little bit. Maybe next turn, we shall see. Quicken said, yeah, I once went into the academia, came out, and got sniped by the same bomb. Enemies nearly killed me, so yeah, the respawn is a double sword. Oh, crap. Second phase.
It hurts. It hurts real bad. Help me!
We're trying, bro. Just let us murder you. It'll be so much easier on all of us. Crap, I keep forgetting I should be healing at some point.
I see your game.
Ah, but he missed. Okay, Protag will do some healing this next turn. I hope I gave him a healing thing. And only Heizme is currently dazed. So that's pretty good. Oh crap, I keep forgetting he resists that. Why do I keep doing that? I should pay more attention to what I'm doing here. You're gonna pass your turn. You're gonna do some healing.
We're not out of this yet.
I feel pretty good though. I think we're doing all right. We're doing A-okay. Cypher said, trust me, all the characters are pretty much dead at the end of part 1. Won't say who though. Nora said, yeah, I like the show, but it's not something I can watch all at once because part of it's genuinely uncomfortable to watch. Cursed you. Denji. Quickita said, captions, let us put his tap. Too weird. I don't even remember what that was. Oak says he just wants to touch boobs. We're talking about Denji. Nora says, yeah, I don't like it. It's uncomfy. Oak said, that's so tame. Everyone wants to touch boobs. Boobs are awesome. Nora said, not everyone does. Cypher says, it isn't Denji's fault. He's an undeveloped victim. He doesn't know how to express himself. When he says he wants to cop a feel, he truly means that he wants to be loved. Well, and I like that they kind of, I feel like they implied that with the way that he reacted to the difference between Power and Makima. Although Makima is awful. He's a monster. But still, it showed there was more to him than that, you know? Okay, so we don't want to do frenzy. That's heavy. Like, what do we know?
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Do we have anything else? Radiant Crusher, heavy physical light damage to one enemy, ignores resistances. Let's try that. Nora says, disagreed, whatever it is, still uncomfy. Oh, and Cypher with a clip, hang on. Wait, it says Nora watches later, okay. Oh, so it's like a Chainsaw Man clip, okay. So we're not gonna check that out on here because that'd be DMCA. Nora said, I don't want to, plus gonna forget. Quickita says, that could have been done in DM. Cypher says, I'll DM you on Discord if that's all right. Quickita said, Logan's gonna click on that without context. I almost did, but luckily didn't. It was very, very close.
I can barely think.
Okay, why don't you give yourself some salt then, bro?
I was
Then maybe
saving
you
this.
can be useful in the fight at some point.
Prince!
Wait, no, let's do that synthesis again. Royal Sword, Andro. Cypher says, sorry. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Nora said, I'll probably read it and say I'll watch it later, but then completely forget about it. But I mean, you could try. Cypher says, I'm going to link a playlist in the Discord. It's full of stuff like that, though. The message held by Automod said, what job is Logan made to do? Oh, it's the thing before, except it says hooker instead of escort.
Summoner.
We're almost got this, bro.
Vishnu.
Oak says, okay, well, Twitch does not like me saying hooker, apparently. Nora said, Chainsaw Man isn't bad. It's just not the best, but I do like the action and power is cool, so I'll finish it eventually, but it'll take a while. Look back at So Peak, that was genuinely the best movie I've ever seen. Oak says, I did a poll redeem already, but it doesn't like hooker. What job was Logan made to do? Streamer, escort, frog tamer, youth pastor, wooden spoon manufacturer. Oak said, is the audio slightly loud for anyone? Nora says, yes. Okay, thank you guys again for pointing that out to me. Oh, and I gotta look at the YouTube comments that Crystal's made, because I see emotes over there now. Thank you, Crystal. Crystal posted the confession stuff, said, hey, Logan, your skateboard is kind of fire. Oh, for some reason I was like, I don't have a skateboard in the background. Oh, in the game. Said, the laughs sound like Monoma, not gonna lie. You know, the answer, I guess, the answer, and then it hurts. Oh, is this? Okay, looks like Crystal did post a YouTube clip. Hang on. So for anyone who's lurking or who is new and doesn't know the deal, whenever someone posts a clip into the chat, we load it up on our clip viewer and we watch it together. So this clip from Crystal is titled, let's see if we can pop this up. It's titled Clip. So it's a clip. Let's check this out. And we'll see if we're over leveled or not against this guy.
It hurts! It hurts! It hurts!
Chat, I think it might hurt.
Think
And we'll see if we're I think that you know, the subtle vibe that I picked up on was there for it. So thank you very much, Crystal, for that clip. I appreciate that. All right, back in the game.
Destroyer!
We should let Basilio finish his friend off. I think that'd be meaningful. Then he'll have the blood and guilt on his hands and conscience. Oak says game. Cypher says audio a bit loud. Quick set of headphones. Good here. Cypher said his game though. Bubba said game is a tad loud. Thank you guys again for pointing that out. Hopefully it's all fixed now. And we got a murderer's axe. We're taking his axe for the berserker. Yay, rank up. Good for you, Basilio. Let's see. Quigator said, oh wow, I hear the difference. Oak said, don't worry, we can hear you. The game was just a little, the game was just a little quiet. Oak said, we forgive you, Longa. Quigator said it was like, I'm hearing Logan fine, but as soon as Logan fixed it, I went, oh yeah, that's more like it. Bumba said we could hear. Game was a little loud. Okay, Vinka's dying. Let's get Vinka dead.
Vinka, I'm sorry.
You really have gotten strong, Basilio. No more hiding behind old Fidelio, eh?
So where did Yufa and Heisme go? And he's like, we'll just be over there while you're murdering him. This seems like a private moment, right? And Heisme's like, can I have his bones to put in a jar later?
Basilio, truth is, all I wanted was to laugh and live with our people in peace. If I could have just gotten out of that damn city and been with me own, I'd never have asked for anything else. Tell me, why? Why did they have to die? People like us. Are we not allowed to hope for better?
Of course we are.
I saw them in my dreams, you know. Spent all my wakeless hours with them. Good food, good company, good laughs. The kind that makes your gut hurt.
No, bro, we established the reason your guts hurt were because of the igniter experiments. You were dying, friend.
But eventually, I'd wake up alone, and I'd wonder, maybe it had been better to die among mates than live like this. And that's why, when I saw you were alive, Basilio, I felt joy like you couldn't imagine.
This guy's taking a long time to die.
I felt it too, lad. It hit me too. I was so happy to see you here.
I'm starting to think his wounds actually aren't fatal.
Bloody hell. I'll never live this down.
Because he's dying. He won't live anything down.
Good thing Fidelio can't see me now, or he'd beat the shite out of me. tell me not to show my mangy face round you again.
Yeah, that sounds like Ardell.
Well, now they can hang out together, right? Huh? Oh. Herc.
Vinka!
Shame, eh? Managed to find each other again. Just too late.
I don't know. I feel like it wasn't a timing thing. It was a murdering thing. He shouldn't have been a serial killer.
Couldn't go on unless I found something to blame. Glad it was you who came to stop me.
Well, we're waiting for Bro McNeverDies to finally croak. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Let's see. Cyber says, by the way, I have a raid suggestion. I know it's really early, but I recommend. And then there's the name, said he isn't doing anything similar, but he is fun. Well, let me copy that down. It is kind of early, so there's a good chance that this person might be offline later, but I will add that to our list. Thank you very much, Cypher. That'll be useful in a couple of hours. Oak says, I was ignoring it because I've said the same thing a few times before and figured it was just my phone being weird. Nora said it's very appropriate. Yes, I watched with my mom and don't even watch stuff with her that swears. The worst thing about it is it's sad. And then, oh, there's where Mercury came in. Crystal says, yes, Logan, and then dangling them. Nora says, I left my handheld pencil sharpener at my mom's, and I'm so upset because I need a handheld one when I'm drawing. Crystal says, wait, the Mercury? Mercury says, oh my gosh. Crystal said, me remember you. Cyber says, are you new? Read the message first, my guy. I should, but I'm always in the moment. Oak said, also, Crystal, I did a poll redeem. Crystal says, oof. Vendigo says, more metaphor. Yippee, good to see you, Vendigo. Did I ask how are you doing? Oh, and Jax is back over on YouTube. Saying, I'm planning to play Metaphor myself after I'm done with P4G, so for the sake of going in blind, I won't stick around long, but I want to pop in to say, anyway, to say hi. I'll be around for the next AAI2 stream, though. Awesome, Jack, totally understandable, especially since we are toward the end of the game. This is just like one of the side things, like a social link follower bond type of a thing. So it's not like important for the story, but totally understandable. Jax, thank you so much for popping in. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time for Ace Attorney. Jax, thank you. Okay, let's keep going.
If I'd had you sticking by, maybe things had been different. Even that damned sunrise would be just the end of another stupid story around some flagons.
Protag looks, is he done yet? Is he dying? Okay, back down. Nope.
Vinka.
Still breathing.
You're our pride. You fought the world this far all on your own.
Protag's like, does this count as our hangout? Like, are we gonna have to do more stuff after this?
So don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'll take care of the rest, yeah?
Okay.
Right. It's a promise, then.
I swear to you, Vinka. And to Del. I'll handle it.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, and he put his head to the side. That's the universal sign of dying, so no more lines. You can't say anything else, Vinka.
Vinka?
He's dead.
This was the best we could do for him. Right?
Well, I mean, it was either this or get him counseling, but that seemed expensive. You helped save Vinka. Now, we fulfill your promise. He smiled for you. Oh, these are all good. You helped save Vinka. We fulfill your promise. He smiled for you. Let's say we fulfill your promise. I feel like that's very optimistic. It gives us something to strive for rather than just dwelling on the fact that he died.
We've got to fulfill your promise to him.
Yeah. Can't let him down, eh? We can't let anything stop us now. We're in this fight for Vinka too. I'm gonna get stronger. One day, I'll even pass Del.
Oh, you have, bro. I don't know if you knew this. If we went to him right now, you would win in a fight against Fidelio. Easily.
You watch me, Vinka. I swear I will.
Nod my head. Quest clear! A brother's mercy. We were able to put an end to Vinka's rampage, although it was a sorrowful ending. Basilio seems to have renewed his resolve and matured as a person. Increase my tolerance! It's already maxed out. I don't need your tolerance. You're gonna just give that to me as magic points. Yeah, the tolerance I've honed becomes my strength. Yay. Let's see. Mercury says, I've been busy with university a lot. Oh, that's totally understandable then. Oak said, what job was Logan made to do? Oh, that's for the poll. After Basilio composed himself, we decided to return to Brialhaven. Crystal says, oof, I was gone, send it again, on it, Oak salute. Mercury says, I was worried my message would take a long time to get read, but thank you, Crystal. Cyrus says they aren't.
I've not been hearing about those killings anymore.
I know more people's necks getting snapped. Wonder why.
They catch the killer, you suppose? Must have been a real monster behind it all.
No, he wasn't. Vinka was...
I know, he was, bro, he was. He was your friend, but he was a monster.
Sorry. Let's go.
Not my head.
Vinka.
Just leave him in a box.
A monster.
In the street. He's a dog person too, so we'll find a backyard and just kind of bury him.
I could tell as soon as I saw him again, he must have been hurting a lot worse than me. But he still gave me those herbs. No hesitation.
He was a good man. It wasn't a good man. Yeah, there we go. He was a man worth respect. We'll say that.
He was a man worthy of your respect.
Yeah. At least we know that now. He was a true warrior, fighting on and carrying everyone in his heart. He and Ardell. They had that in common.
And now they have something else in common.
Honestly, part of me kind of decided that if I could save Vinka, then I could get over losing Dell. Them two weren't that different. Always worrying about our brothers and sisters more than themselves, like, and trying to sort everything out on their own, rushing into their own problems head on. That's them too. Ever since I was a kid, my brother's always been the one pulling me along. Scary as hell making your own path in life, especially if you got something you want to protect. But it's not about the fear. I'm excited to make my own future, see how it all turns out. It makes me wonder if Dell and Lady Rella felt like this.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about her. You got a lot of dead friends, bro.
Look, Cap.
Cap.
I want to make a better world than the one they left me.
All right, I'm going to pause for a second because this is taking a while, and I want to read some more in the chat because I'm getting further and further behind. Let's see, Cypher says they aren't. Vendigo says, also, hello, Logan and chat. Good to see you, Vendigo. I'm glad you're able to be here for another Metaphor stream. Cypher says, it's from an MMV. Hang on, do not click unless you want spoilers and or copyright, by the way. Again, spoilers, copyright. Thank you for the warning on that one, Cypher. Oak says, good jorb. Good jorb. Crystal says, what spoilers is this? And then there was a pinned message earlier from Crystal. Cyber says, oh, Jujutsu Kaisen chapters 137 through 200. Some said, sorry, should have made that clear. Krista says, noted. It fine. Oak said, yes, Logan, I am always right. Nora says, I just got a crazy paper cut. Ow, it's deep. Do be careful. You could lose a finger. Oak says, that was my Beowulf impression. I was going to say, Beowulf's the one who's always right. Cyber says, it does start with a spoiler warning at least. Crystal said, pro tag is speed now. Said, no one voted streamer laughing because I'm not good at this. You guys have noticed that before. Let's see. Cypher says, Logan, I put a video in the Discord of the stuff I have playing on my monitor right now. Okay, cool. So I can check that out after stream then, unless it's spoilers of stuff I haven't seen. Crystal with the timestamp 42:17. So I'm about a half hour behind from where I'm at, but there was a big section that I read at the raid, so maybe I'll be able to catch up soon. So let's play a little bit more of the game.
I'm gonna build a future that's got room for our joys, where everyone's got a reason to smile.
To smile.
That's me new dream.
You sound so excited. You come a long way. We'll make it happen. Hey, for our departed friends. Let's say for, normally I'd say like, yeah, let's make it happen. I like the stuff where it just shows that I'm on his side, but I want to say for our departed friends, I want to like emphasize to him Fidelio, Rella, and maybe kind of Vinka, like that I care to, you know?
I'll swear the same. For our departed friends.
I wondered if it'll reach him. Vinka, Dell, and Lady Rella.
Well, I don't know how the afterlife works in this universe, but I mean, I think only one of them, like the other two were kind of murderers. Well, okay, Rella was an attempted murderer, so maybe she's fine. I don't know how that works there in the Sanctus. No.
I'll get the right man on the throne. We'll support the country together. That's the first step I can take.
The first. I like his accent.
Time was, I'd all but given up on the future. But now, I feel like we can make a world worth fighting for that world. For your aims. I'll lay down my life if I have to. I swear it, as Basilio Magnus of the Brothers Magnus.
I keep forgetting that's his last name. Not my head. I have nodded so many times thinking this hangout was over. I can sense the resolve of two. The resolve of two from Basilio, as well as his unwavering trust in me. Hang on, Basilio, you're maxing out in my brain.
Champion, Basilio. Keeper and heriter of the Berserker's virtues.
So finally now he'll get his, like, maximum archetype. He's the only one who hasn't yet.
By the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Rank up, rank 8. Yeah, okay, there.
I'm gonna carry
Finally,
all
this is the
now.
first time I've ever in an Atlas game maxed out every one of our friends. I've done it. Queen Katie, update your spreadsheet, your text file, whatever it is. I did it. Scion's Essence increases it to 4, the skill slots to 4. Beast's Insight significantly increases evasion when Basilio is attacked by a beast or human monster. Grand Fantasy. Basilio is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment. All right, sounds good.
Anyhow, tonight, let's dance till daybreak.
Oh, yeah, okay, is that what we do when a friend dies? All right.
Hey,
Huh?
what's the matter? Vinker's funeral, eh? And a funeral means singing, dancing, proper knees up, right?
I kind of like that when I hear that in cultures, you know, when they'll have like a celebration of the life. I've been to like a funeral too that tries to. There's always still the sad moments, but it's nice. I do like that. No, shake my head. No.
Don't tell me that's only us Parapus what do that.
Nod my head.
Well, who cares? Gotta send Vinker off with a smile anyhow. Let's get the whole gang together. Give everyone a night to remember.
What they ought to do, I usually would hate losing time to be able to do stuff. I think they ought to take away the whole evening and just say, yeah, we did that. We did that with Basilio.
Right. I better start figuring out the feast. Gonna have to cook loads, what with all of our friends, and I'm definitely making me and Dell's favourites.
You just don't have Heismate make the bread, please. It's very yeasty.
Sends off either. Come to think. So let's drink, eat, and dance this pass all through the night.
Okay, protagonist warmed up to it. That is sweet. That day, all of us mourned and celebrated with all the joy we could, partying into the night. Thanks to the strong trust Basilio and I share, all people of the Paripus tribe now support me. Yay! Okay, we didn't go up. Apparently, there aren't that many Paripus who didn't already support us, I guess. Achievement unlocked. Hearts is 1. Max all follower ranks. Yes! Oh, and it's a picture of Katarina for some reason. That's cute. Oh, I thought we were partying all night. Nope, back to the Hushed Honeybee. Apparently, we still got an evening of stuff to do. Let's save. I doubt there's much to do. We've maxed out all of our royal attributes. We've maxed out all of our friends. We can't leave the city to go anywhere at nighttime, so I assume we're just gonna like go to the Colosseum or something, I guess, right? So let's head outside, figure out what we're gonna do. What day of the week is it? Is it the day that there's sales on stuff? Is it Idol's Day already? Oak says, Logan has a serious problem. More people want him to be an escort than a streamer. I think that's like one of those ironic things. I am convinced nobody would be interested in me for that sort of stuff. Where are we? Oh, we just missed Idol's Day. Darn it. We'll get the next Idol's Day. That's fine. So today's Flames Day. Oh, so are there only certain days that have those like day and night awful sky stuff? It gets like better on the 13th or something? Okay, hang on, I just gotta pull this up. I gotta enjoy this. Oh, everybody's maxed out. Everybody's maxed out. Oh, so good. Okay, yeah, let's go to the Colosseum.
All right, then.
Actually, first we gotta go in the Gauntlet Runner. I gotta remember, always check the cupboard and then comb my hair. Cypher says they want to be intimate with the guy, I guess. That's the thing, they don't. That is the one life lesson I have learned time and again. They don't. They really, really don't. Quickita said, Logan, literally the whole point of Tumblr is following people so you'd have more curated dashboard timeline. So maybe that's the problem. I just know that, like, you know, anytime I'd try to look up something and there'd be links on Tumblr and stuff, it just was usually awful. Vendigo says, yeah, you gotta follow lots of people and or tags in your feed so it can be adjusted to what you want to see. Cypher says, hearing a white man say, see, I don't even know. I don't even know what that means. I assume that means like opponent. I don't know. Is strange. No, it isn't right. This isn't his motivation. He just wants to be loved. He just don't know how to express it. He is a young traumatized victim. He has no understanding of how to truly express himself. Oak says, wow. Oh, there's where the raid happened. And Quiggity was adding a quote said, but I'll do it myself. He's my dog. I'll shoot him. A human dog. Okay, so now I can scroll down a bunch because there's a lot of all these raid comments. So I don't know if anyone's still here from the raid, like Boba and Ree and Jerry Tomato. If you are, Oh, I think Bulba had to go lurk, so maybe not. If you are, you can see how long that took to get to the point where the raid happened. That is how far behind I was. So see, there's everybody talking about Kawakami, scrolling, talking about Kamoshida, double standards, showing off different commands. Almost down the bottom. Give me just a second, I'm just scrolling. And, yeah, there we go. Crystal was saying, hope you have a great lurk. Oh, and Bulba says, I'm here. Thank you, Crystal, for pinning the message. Bulba! So you see, that's how long it takes me to get caught up in chat. That's why when there's a big raid like that, I'll scroll down to the bottom so I can read everything. So I'm glad you're still here. Does that, I hope that means you're enjoying the stream. I know that I don't really stream the same ways some people do. I'm kind of a yapper. But I enjoy it. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for sticking around and coming back after the lurk. Okay, so let's head over to the Coliseum. Wait, no, there we go. Port Brylehaven. Want to go to Arena Front Wharf. And let's do it. And the next day, in the morning, we're going to try one of those dragon trials. I don't know if those are going to be like super bosses. Maybe I'm going in very unprepared and I'm going to die. But I certainly want to try. And so, Queen Katie, you may yet get your wish and see me get murdered. Did I save before we do this? Let's save before we go and do this fight, just in case. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's see, Bulb with another twerking Bulbasaur. Crystal says, so real. Cyrus says, a starboard is a bot who can save out of context moments. Okay, so I gotta add a bot for that. But you can rename bots on your Discord servers, right? So we can still do like Oak was saying and rename it a poop deck. Vetigo said to Cypher, yeah, I don't like it either. I wish Atlas would stop with the teen adult romance options. Crystal says he's very behind in chat. There we go. But I'm getting caught-ish up.
You here, this is the desk for the Ranked League. Your current rank is Silver 2. Do you want to hear about your opponent for the next rank? Let's hear it. This time will be like Bronze 2, where you can only fight with your weapon. You'll be facing a Gobbern, a Gargoz, and their good friend, an Orgo.
Fight on!
And it's gonna be a timed match. Besides, if you'd like a tip, make sure the arena size, make use of the arena size and slip in through the enemy's attack. Oh, so it's one of the ones where we're like running around attacking them. So Gobberns, they freak out if they see blades, right? So I'll need to switch over to, wait, no, it's the opposite. They freak out if they see staves. So I'm fine. I think I got a sword.
Gonna be tough.
Did they really just add an arbitrary time limit? Buddy's right about one thing, you gotta avoid those attacks.
With that, all that's left is to fight. Go show us what you've got.
Well, I'm sure I'm probably over-leveled for this, so this should be easy. If I take on a fight, my courage will probably increase.
Now then, are you ready? Let's rumble.
I'm just doing this for whatever the physical prize is. I assume that there's still gonna be more of those. I probably should have been doing this earlier in the game. Oh, that's it? Oh, I'm gonna slaughter these guys. This is gonna be so fast.
Come on.
Our challenger, Mantis, is ready to risk it all. Let's make it one for the ages and fight. Defeat all enemies before time runs out. Okay.
Charging in.
Ow! Oh, one actually hit me. Right.
Right there.
And, yeah. There we go. Oh, new guy.
I see the enemy.
Yeah.
Great job, love.
There. Oh, there's more.
There they are. Right on the money.
A brilliant bang-on blow by our challenger, Mantis. Magnificent work. All the monsters have been annihilated. Yeah, this is a bit easy. I was way too... I should have been doing this much earlier in the game. Let's see. Mercury says, is Basilio cat furry, perhaps? I'm pretty sure he's a dog. He and his brother are both dogs. I mean, he does have like a little bit pointier ears. There are breeds of dogs that have like pointy ears though, right? Says Sayaj. Oak said he's dog furry. Mercury says, I see. Cypher says, I sent an example of a starboard message in the Discord for Logan. Thank you, Cypher. I'll check it out afterward. Krista with the wiki command and the Reddit command. Have any of you checked it? Okay, so Nora created this subreddit apparently. Have any of you gone, like what's there? I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to be a Redditor. I'm scared to check it out. And Crystal with the schedule. No, look, Crystal, look. I updated the schedule today. I was good. Cypher says, yeah, if look back is so sunshine and rainbows, then it goes death, despair, and everything unfair. Oh, death, despair, and everything unfair. I like that. It rhymes. That's the first time I've ever heard that. I'm sure it's probably an old saying, though. Cypher said, bro, I feel so bad for this Vinca guy. Bob says, I returned with, oh, Boyga. With a burger. Sorry, that's how I say burgers. Here, a Boyga. Cypher said, no, wait, not a clip. Oh, thank goodness. Queen is at sea. That's why I said the context before posting the link. It's also why I usually say a spoiler clip is incoming, so he'll know that. Cypher said, made sure to do that for the JJK thing. That reminds me of a Fortnite clip my friend made me. Same energy as the other clip. Crystal said, Cypher, are you getting shot at a different angle? Cypher said, I think I was getting shot at from a different angle, but I don't know, not sure. Nah, I'm crying. This is so sad. Oh, Queen said, cooking nuggets right now. Did anybody die? Vinca died.
But that's not our dog, so that doesn't add to the dead dog command. Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. You've risen through the ranks. You're now promoted to Silver 1. If you win the next match, you'll receive a special reward. There's more fighting ahead of you, but here's a reward for this time. Go on, it's yours. Oh, we got 5 more of a hero jeweled root. I gotta check, we might be maxed out on those. I might need to eat some of them.
The audience was really riled up. You did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you.
I got through the ranked match. I feel like taking the challenge has improved my courage. Oh, and hang on, there's a pinned message written by Noobly. Noobly, how you doing? It says, also before the final day, max out all the royal archetypes and hey to level 99. Trust me, wait, what's hey to level 99? I'm getting pretty close-ish on the royal archetypes. We just maxed out Basilio, so I can give him his. So after this, I'll go and I'll give that. I'll see if I need to eat a few of those royal roots. But Doobly, you'll be proud of me to know that I farmed a bunch of those in the last dungeon, and Protagonist now has like over 50% of all the archetypes maxed out for him. Yay. Let's see, gotta read some more. Cypher said, yes, stop ruining the moment. I'm crying right now. Oak says, yes. Quicketa said, who? Cypher says, Vinka. Quicketa said, oh, I was ready to whip out my counters. Cypher said, don't whip it out, Katie. Wait a second, I need to rephrase that. And Vendigo with the lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Vendigo. Cypher said, bro, I'm gonna cry. Stop it, Basilio. Ugh. I got emotional when you started mentioning like Fidelio and Rella and stuff. I was more attached to them than Vinka, to be totally honest. The challenge is open to you anytime you wish. You're always welcome here at the Coliseum. I left the Coliseum, the crowd still cheering with feverish enthusiasm, and I took a break with the team. Gonna all go up? Is 619 the max we can get before we do the Luis dungeon?
The day of the
hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 15 days remain. Pin message by Crystal said, you did good updating the schedule. Me proud. Thank you, Crystal. I'm glad you're proud of me. There's a letter and a package from Frank.
Here you are.
I came across this and thought it better in your hands. Good luck out there. Health incense. I need to start taking those incenses, though. Protag probably could use their benefits. Cypher said, it isn't spoilers, just a Naruto opening. Oh, okay. Nora said, I go eat now. Okay, then sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Get the reference, and you're doing great. What's this? Wait, that's a reference? Like, I've been saying that since I was a kid, you know, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. But good night, Nora. Thank you so much for hanging out here. Appreciate you. And thank you again for all the kind words earlier. I'm sorry I didn't cry, but I'm just too emotionally repressed. But thank you very much. Okay, so what do we got here? What is his thing? It is the Royal Berserker. Oh, look at the jaw on this guy. That guy's mewing.
Fascinating.
Ah, the Royal Berserker. You might call this power the most complete expression of Basilio's way of life.
This right here.
The power to be a new ruler's hammer is a pillar needed to change the world. This archetype is the pinnacle of its form, that which binds all heroic tales of the Berserker together. 30,000 mag is required to channel the Royal Berserker for the first time. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes, please! And I still have over 500,000 mag.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Basilio with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an eternal berserker. Yeah, my love for you is like a truck berserker. I hear the voice of heroes past souls. O masterful hero, one who has faced and conquered thy anxieties, the deepest and most powerful secrets of the berserker we bestow upon thee. Dang, this is really something. My blood's really boiling.
I'll do it.
The Royal Berserker, even a guy like me who solves problems by bashing into them, can become a hero like this? Ain't gonna change who I am at heart, though. All it means is I'm gonna fight 10 times, 100 times harder than I did. The Royal Berserker archetype's been awakened.
Learns a new ability.
And yes, equip it. There we go. And yeah, and let's see, how many of those, oh yeah, we gotta feed some of these to somebody. Let's give a few of these to Basilio, because we're getting close to 99 of them. Just numb those down. Just eat a few.
I'm getting stronger.
Stronger. And we'll give you one more. I'll like add the rest of them like off stream or something. Okay, let's save and let's try one of these dragon trials, y'all. Let's see if we get killed. Quicketa said, I have my nuggets. Did we max Basilio yet? We just did. Crystal says, I hate when my Wi-Fi lags. No! Also, where's Vero, Crystal? Like, you're having to do all your duties by yourself. I hope Vero's doing all right. Vero's probably getting much needed sleep.
Cypher says, what do you mean make it seem like you care? How do you not care? I'm for real bawling my eyes out right now. Poor Basilio. Bulba says, good game. Okay, hang on. So we have 3 different dragon trials. We have Bygone Legacy, Hero's Rest, and Mad Mischief, and they all have the same rank. Wait, do we have this? Do we still have this many of these? Wait, where's Peak Curiosity? It's Spire of Blind Faith. That's where one of these guys wants us to go, right? Oh, no, where's the Forsaken Tower, Spire of Blind Faith, and Bygone Legacy. Okay, so we'll be able to do 2 of them at the same time. So Peak Curiosity we take care of. Proof of Power. Oh, is that the Tower of Insolence? And that is, which one of these is Tower of Insolence? No, Forsaken Tower. Okay, I don't want to do like a whole dungeon right now, so we'll go to the one that doesn't have a dungeon attached to it, which looks like it's this one. Trial of Dragon, Mad Mischief at the Forsaken Tower, Days 1. So we'll go give this one a try. And yeah, then it'll be good stuff. Let's head the Gauntlet Runner. Right away. Comb our hair, grab food from the pantry, and then go either kill a dragon or be killed by a dragon. Thank you, Toilet Duck. I will save. I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Thank you. Quiggita said, already did it, Logan. Crystal says, yippee. Okay, so I gotta be actually really close to catching up on chat then, because we're talking about maxing out everybody, yeah? Noobly says, hello. I am not having a good day. I'm so grumpy and I keep snapping. I'm sorry to hear that, Noobly. I'm sorry. Hopefully the stream maybe just kind of unwinding here. I hope it can help kind of cheer you up a little bit. I'm sorry if it can't, but I hope you get feeling better, Noobly. Cypher said, low-key, I agree with Basilio. A funeral should be a celebration of one's life, not the morning of their departure. It's hard to do. It's good to do, but I feel like it's hard to do. Let's see. Quiggity doing a quote. Crystal says, what? Cypher says, I'd rather not. And there's her Bubble says, I'm here. So look at that. I am so close to catching up. Orgo sugar and briny salt. Okay, and crap, because I was reading. I gotta check. Which place are we going to again? For the it was Mad Mischief, right? The Forsaken Tower. That's northwest of Brylehaven. So let's head on up there. Have we been to the Forsaken Tower? I feel like we did a side quest there once before.
So, you got a plan?
Wait, hey, oh, hang on. Before we do that, I'm trying to remember. Were there informants that had stuff about the dragons? I think there were, right? There we go, Forsaken Tower Trial. What was it that the informant said? I just want to see this before we go there. Summon Forsaken Tower, do you know anything? Reckless type, unfortunately, I don't have reliable information. How about a legend? The trial to obtain forbidden power, apparently to pass it, you have to fight a ferociously mad monster. Long ago, Traveler returned from the tower and told his tale. According to him, the monster there is an enormous beast unlike anything in this world. It takes any attempt to ward against its attacks as an affront, and the devastating blow in retribution is a terror to behold. And that's about all I know, not to mention what it looks like or anything. Might just be a load of nonsense. Anyway, Okay, so does that mean warding? Is that like when you erect a barrier to like reflect? Is it gonna be, oh, it's probably gonna be like Elizabeth. Wait, is that like the rule to the fight? You just can't do that type of thing? It's okay, I never do that anyway. Anyway, no one believes in such fairy tales these days, but it's true that something unusual is happening in that tower. Anyway, that's all I got. If you find out what this trial is really about, you'll have to go see for yourself. Okay, so let's do that. So no weaknesses, because the dragon, I guess.
Right. Time for the old girl to shine.
So let's head up there.
Now then.
Now, how far do I fly her then? So we want to go from Brylehaven up to... there we go, Forsaken Tower. For the Trial of the Dragon, Mad Mischief, a tower shrouded in mystery despite being centuries old, remaining in pristine shape. It's still dread. Some saw its strategic value as a watchtower, but that plan was suddenly abandoned. Does the dread do anything bad? It sounds like it's probably not going to have weaknesses, so that's probably not going to matter. So I guess let's go there. Let's throw caution in the wind. I feel like for bad weather, we get more rewards, right?
As it may.
What in the world could be here? There's an indescribable air about the place. Our only course is to see for ourselves. A monstrous fiend may be lying in wait for all we know.
Don't lose focus.
Any means to strengthen our forces is more than welcome. However, let us proceed with caution.
But then...
On the bright side, we can fly there. Cruising the skies will be delightful.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. If we teleport to the nearest city, can we make it back by night?
But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go!
Let's be off.
Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves even whilst on the road. All right, we're gonna do this. We're probably gonna die. If it's a super boss, I don't know if it is or not. I assume it probably is, but let's you guys enjoy my pain and my suffering. What do you guys all got to say, Heisme?
The people of my village support you. Meager as it is, you've won their loyalty. The change this country needs now is not one that destroys and discards, but one that aids and uplifts, and thanks to you, that may yet be possible.
What about you, Basilio?
Hey.
I'm a lucky man way I see it. I had the best brother I could ask for, and I got to meet Lady Rella, and despite everything else, I got to meet all of you too. My life hasn't gone the way I'd liked, but I'm still alive. That's the difference between me and you know, Del and Rella. And I can still fight so long as I'm with you lot. I'm sure you all can survive too.
It occurs to me that if I hadn't met you when we were recruits, I'd never have awakened to these powers, and saving the people of Halia would be an empty dream. The things we accomplish in life depend so heavily on the people we cross paths with, and you are capable of greatness, I'm sure.
Okay, oh crap, I just remembered one thing we gotta do before we head in there. This is super important. I wasn't thinking, because Basilio, we gotta give him inherited skills, right? Because right now for the Berserker, for the Destroyer, what did I give him that? For Frenzy, Warcry, and he had Unyielding Blood, and another one that just barely opened up. So let me pop those in here just real quick. So where is it? We got Frenzy, we got Warcry. Where is that? Where is it? Does Battle Cry increase caster's attack and defense for 3 turns? Where's Warcry? I have so many of these things now that I've been... Wait, what, huh? Do I not have... Oh, there's the Unyielding Blood. So where's the other one? Hang on. Dekunda. Oh, there's Warcry. I passed right by it. And Dekunda removes all buff effects from all allies. That's what I should have had before. If it's a dragon, dragons like breathe fire, right? Do we have anything that's like fire resistance? Fire resist, increases magic skill attacks by 10, increases attack by 10, increases crit rate by 5, passive raise MP, increases strength and hit rate of syntheses. I don't know what to do. Let's just do Dekunda for right now, for nothing else. I don't want to spend too much time on this. And anybody else to talk to, and then maybe we'll just like pray at the shrine? Oh no, we still got a book to read. It'll give us, except it'll only give us mag. How you guys doing, Juna?
Hey.
Being adopted into House Cygnus and studying at the Mage Academy was largely thanks to Rella, but I was fortunate to have a talent for magic myself. They say luck is its own talent, but I'd prefer a world where people could follow their passions without having to rely on luck. What about you?
Many islanders consider sanctism to be a terrifying, repressive thing. It's only natural considering the island's history. I used to think the same as well. While we should not tolerate intolerant ideas, it is important to respect and attempt to understand those who hold different values than us. It is an important distinction.
Okay. Alter. Yeah, because I guess we can go out and use some more of our bath bombs. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get to the back deck.
Going out on deck A. I'll slow down, but do take care not to tumble off now.
Yeah, let's do that because they permanently increase our stats. All right.
Let's not.
There's a bath cast. Maybe I should take a dip the next time. Oh, I can only do it when camp is set up. Never mind. Alter it is. You'd think I know this stuff by now. Cypher says, why'd he skip so much? Shake my head. Well, because I'd already read where the raid happened. Oh, wait, was that Hulkenberg? Oh, she wants to increase stuff. So yeah, because I had scrolled down earlier to that stuff and read it. Nubly said, Kamoshizia is one of the best Persona villains. He's so hateable and fits his role so perfect in the story perfectly. Here's the thing, like, we had played games where we're going up against actual, like, literal serial killers and people trying to destroy the world, and I hated Kamoshida more than any of them. It's an Ultra Yufa built. Corny Yufa, yada yada yada. Pray here, max MP will increase. I think I can't do it for myself, right? But I can do it for somebody else. We'll do it for Yufa because she has like a lot of really high use stuff, so she could probably use it.
Then... All right, let's close our eyes and pray silently in our hearts.
Bulba says, Eta burger. Now it's time to just hang out until bedtime. What time zone are you in? Like, I don't know how late it is where you're at. I reached out to the dragon god, ... I prayed that Yufa further received its blessings.
You seem like you were praying fervently. Perhaps your prayers will be answered.
I feel a strange power beginning to flow elsewhere. I believe Yufa's max MP increased by 5. Bring. I returned to the group with Gallica. Nubly said, also before the final day...
Party descends upon the Forsaken Tower.
There's narration.
Is the decision to pursue such a beast one of bravery or something else altogether? The Gauntlet Runner stops in front of the imposing structure, its glare already making itself known. Will they be the ones who discover its truth?
And now, Noobly, when you're saying hey to level 99, assume you mean get to level 99. I don't think I'm going to do that type of grinding, but I will try and max out the royal archetypes. Quiggita said, captions, they freak out if they see stabs. I think I said stabs, but stabs would freak me out as well. Noobly said, mods, please pin my previous message, try and save Logan and chat. A huge headache. But I also feel like that much grinding would almost be a worse headache. I'd rather have like a really hard boss fight than to have to spend hours grinding up to level 99. Because this game makes grinding so hard. Because when you're in a dungeon fighting monsters, and if you level up, then the amount of experience you get from that same monster you've been killing goes down, which is, I guess, a nice game mechanic to try and prevent you from getting over-leveled, but it makes grinding really hard. Quiggita said, captions, a brilliant bag on blow by our challenger. Noobly says, grind all the royal archetypes to max and grind to level 99. Trust me, it will save you a huge headache. I'll do the royal archetypes. Probably not level 99, so I'll take half your advice. I may regret it, but that's the plan. But thank you, Noobly. Krista says, you did good updating the schedule. Me proud. Quiggita said, yeah, to be honest, after maxing the stats and bonds, I would think the next best thing is the archetypes. Cypher said, K-Chat, I'm going to bed. Good night, Cypher. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Sleep well. Have a good rest of your night. Quiggita said, which I definitely would do during my playthrough, because I got 100% that thing. Cypher says, later, y'all. Yeah, I'm not going to 100%. I could have with that little farming loop I found, but that would have been too difficult. I'm glad we're finally here and all, but the real trial is still ahead of us.
In other words...
So what exactly are we after anyway? Seems to be called a forbidden power, but what is it really? Some kind of weapon, you think? Regardless of what it is, if it's power, then we have need of it in our fight against Louise. Let us see what we can do to claim it. At long last, thou hast come forth to face the trial. That woman's voice, the one guiding us, is the same one I heard in the ancient Elden Sanctum. Oh yeah, crap, who was I theorizing this is? It's our mom, right? I think it's our mom, the Elden Queen, yeah?
Thou must not fail.
Thou who hast reclaimed the truth and vie openly for the crown, strength enough to save the kingdom shall be demanded of thee. The virtues of a hero, that is what they shall need of thee.
Now go.
Go forth. He who seeks to guide the people must know that which must truly be confronted. The voice is... I'm assuming the trial is just going to be that we're going to fight a dragon, right? Why else would you call it a trial of a dragon?
Well.
Oh, downright odd voice. Oh, a new arrival. Oh, it's a fairy. Who are you?
That can't be.
It's a fairy! It can't be! A fairy? It's such a strange thing to see here, even though we have one on our team, and I think protagonist is in love with her.
Wow.
Whoa, for real? I project the tiniest bit of magic and suddenly you guys can see me? Didn't see that one coming. Ahem, I would have thee call me Agrica, though our time for banter is short. Wait, what the heck are you exactly? Whoa, tone it down, kid. This is the Forsaken Tower. So come on, spill it. Why would you choose here for your first trial of the dragon? Because there wasn't another dungeon to do, and so it'd be quicker. Trial of the dragon first, whatever do you mean? Oh wow, you don't know anything, do you? Things are pretty simple here, really. Make it to the top alive couldn't be easier, and thusly it begins.
Hail,
if thou doth truly possess the soul of a hero, conquer thy shortcomings and ascend this lofty tower. Okay, crap, maybe it isn't a boss fight, maybe it's a dungeon. Have fun with that, kiddos. Boop.
And she's off. Would someone mind telling me what in the world that was?
That was another Gallica. Hi's mate.
She comes in sounding all proper ancient, and then suddenly she's like a little brat, kind of unsettling that.
But it just goes to show that forbidden power or whatever you is really here after all.
A fairy, huh? That's so strange. A fairy. It's bizarre. Fairies are weird.
What troubles you, Gallica?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking.
However,
that this power has gone unclaimed for so long implies this trial is no laughing matter. We must be certain we're ready to face it. Getting spooked already? I wouldn't mind the excitement myself.
If you really want to go through with this, Mantis, then I won't stop you. It's your decision.
But
it's just as Heisme said. If we want to do it, we make sure we're ready. We should turn back at the first sign of trouble, okay?
All right, we're doing this. We're doing this. Yeah, anybody got commentary about Dragon Trials? Highs, mate.
Just what is this forbidden power they speak of? At the very least, this climb will give us some time to think about the nature of this mystery. I've already finished preparing, blah, 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 blah.
Still.
I don't know what this forbidden power is, but we shouldn't let it go to waste. Let us proceed with caution. Allow me to find the Vanguard. No.
I see.
No, Hulkenberg.
Wow. Our tower is ridiculously tall. I ain't eager to climb all that. Seems like this trial just wants to test our stamina. Thanks for taking charge, Captain. I'll follow your lead whenever you're ready.
All right, what about you, Yufa?
I wonder just what manner of beings are these dragons? As with the dragon god, I sense a power here that is distinct from either monsters or humans. My preparations are complete.
So this is all just a test to see if we have the qualities of a hero, right? We don't know exactly what that could mean, so let's be careful.
Hey. No, you're not tagging along.
Gosh.
You're not tagging along, Juna. Chill your shorts.
It seems there are dangerous foes within. Just as Gallica said, we need to proceed carefully. Is there room in your group for me now?
I see.
Maybe later, actually. You're probably stronger than Basilio. I probably ought to put you in. But no, we're just going to stagger a save and then head on in and see how this goes. Nubly says, I have no money, so I can't cheer. Is that going to be a sequel to I have no mouth, so I can't scream, or whatever it's called? Crystal says, night, night, Cypher. Guia said, yeah, I was thinking about Vero during my stream, because there was a line that I knew you would have read it as Vero instead of Vero. Oh, crap, I'm still saying it. Crystal says, I killed Vero for real, /J. Please don't. Oh, crap, there's only 2 comments, and I'll have caught up to chat. Wow, chat must have suddenly got sleepy, so I should turn off slow mode for right now. I can't believe we're not even to the 2-hour mark and I'm almost caught up to chat. That never happens. Okay, let's head on in here.
Okay, then.
I assume if it's just like overworld combat, if they're too powerful for us, we can run past, we get to the dragon. But if they're too powerful for us, we probably need to grind up. So this might have been a mistake. We shall see. Let's go in.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
There we are. Crystal says I was being silly and moitered Vera. Okay, Crystal, I like silliness. I don't like murderous silliness. Especially if it takes our Veros away from us. We love our Veros. Hang on, I gotta just pause here for a second so I can, the chat's gonna scroll without me there. Okay, so, no, we've been here. Yeah, we have been here before. So I think we already did, so each of the towers probably had its own side quest. We already did the one for this place. So I would assume, because that would have been earlier in the game, that maybe this one is the one that we're supposed to do at the beginning anyway.
Right there.
All right, let's try and kill it. Okay, all right. Yeah, we are good for this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't even need to go into turn-based combat.
I think we're safe.
You don't see him. There's another one right over here. I mean, I guess we don't need to kill all these guys on the way up, but, you know, never leave witnesses. Never leave witnesses. That's why, you know, Ken was such a pain in the butt. Oh, see, there's even the treasure chest we opened before. So we don't have to take time looking for treasure. We're just going to slaughter everything in our wake and then continue on up.
I see the enemy.
These things are so annoying, too, the way they explode. So I'm happy to kill them off. Oh, yeah, they're giving hardly any experience either.
Be on your guard.
And there's another one out here.
For the time being.
Oh, it's one of these guys. They give the big experience, right? Oh, 263, pretty decent. All right, let's keep going up. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. So yeah, I have a feeling that we're gonna breeze through this dragon. Let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll in the chat. Bubble says Central Time Zone, 10:30 p.m. Okay, so you're like 1 hour difference than me, so that's not too bad then. I do remember when we first came here that we were like a little bit under leveled, and like some of these monsters were giving us a hard time, and now look at us.
Right there.
We're just a menace, slaughtering everybody.
I hope we've seen the last of
I would
them.
say that their posterity would tell tales of how monstrous we were, but they're not going to have posterity because we're just murdering every single one of these guys.
We got this.
I see the enemy.
All right. How's that?
Yay.
Right there.
I think it was that big Cyclops one was the one that really hurt us before.
We're safe for the time being.
There they are.
Yeah, I don't need to go out of my way to kill everybody, but this just seems like the heroic thing to do. This is what good guys do. They just kill everybody.
There they are.
Oak says, I apologize for not chatting much. I'm doing, I'm doing research. No worries, there's never any obligation for chatting. I was just kind of surprised to see that the chatting suddenly fell silent.
Right there.
And die.
Time for some close combat.
Yeah. Ow! One of them actually hit me.
Charging in.
Yeah. Die.
Time for some close combat.
Yeah, we're getting some level ups. This is. Anybody left? Oh, you're still there. No witnesses.
Smash it.
And yeah, continue on up. Let's see. Crystal says, "Aw, well, Crystal, you could like. There's plenty of non-murderous silliness to be had." Ow. Hang on. Oh, ow.
Hey, you found something.
I did. I found something. What? My own. Hang on. Let me heal because I took a couple of hits there. Hilkenberg, first aid, and now we'll murder bro.
Amazing.
Is this?
Great moves back there.
Is this the top? Oh no, there's more stairs over there. I didn't see them. Okay, we're almost there, I think. Let's see. And Krista was saying, what type of research? Oh yeah, is this like school research or is this just like for funsies research? Is that something we fought before? That's a new one. Let's see if it'll die. Oh crap, we actually gotta go into combat. We actually, okay, there's someone we cannot just immediately kill. Oh, but we came close to killing it right away. Oh, okay.
Forward.
Increase turn icons. We got this. Oh, it's gonna be weak against dark stuff. I want to plunder it though. All enemies, and that's gonna be to one enemy. So let's do it to all enemies. And who knows, maybe this will be enough to just like kill them all right away. Oh, the others are resistant. Okay, so I should be checking to see what the other ones are weak against. Light. I got light. I got some radiant stuff. The human resists, but at least these two will be weak. Maybe it'll kill them off, then we can focus on the one remaining.
My life is in your hands.
And that face is so good. Okay, slashing. Anybody got slashing? Okay, it reflects fire and resists a bunch of other stuff. But resistance doesn't make us lose a turn, right? So we should still be able to go with, I don't want to use stuff that uses like a ton of MP. Oh, that ignores resistances. Let's just do that.
Let's all be dispersed. I'm sorry, everyone.
And it's still alive? Okay. Slashing is weak. Yes, that's strike. Where's other strike? Or slash. We want slash. We don't want strike. We want slash. I guess we'll just gonna smack it, and we'll keep a turn.
Right in their weak spot.
Right in their weak spot, and then you're gonna go back to Plasma Nightblade. Oh, that's all enemies. We don't need to use that much. Weak physical slash damage. No. What? Heavy phys. Oh, these aren't dark. They are just slashing. You know, let's just do it. Heismay doesn't use a lot of MP usually. Sorry, I didn't think we'd have to fight other things before the dragon. And this thing does not want to die.
I won't hold back.
Heroic slash. Boosted against human type monsters. This should hopefully. Finally, there we go. And we got an unscathed victory, so we're fine. I just gotta remember if we see one of those, we can't kill it immediately. Oak says, I'm researching room acoustics. I don't understand how that works. I just know that a lot of the time when people are doing, like, this room probably has bad acoustics. I know it's hardwood floor and it's hard walls. I see a lot of people when they stream, they'll have like those little foam things with like kind of triangle textures. Maybe I should buy some of those. Like, actually, Oak, since you are a bit of an audiophile, like, how does my audio sound on this microphone? Should I have better room acoustics? Quickity with a keyboard slam saying, what? I forgot about that. If only Vera was here. I feel like that's every day is always that. If only Vera was, oh no, that's where we came from. Where's the, there we go. Oh, we haven't even opened this door before. I wonder if this was maybe locked when we got here before. Also, hang on, because this is gonna be potentially a big boss fight. I am going to, we've got a lot of Magla pills. I think we max those out with 99. Let's just give everybody a couple of these, top up our MP just a little bit. Over there. I might be wasting them, but even though I'm a potion hoarder, we got enough to waste. Any treasure chest? No, nothing. All right, so next should be like, careful, whatever this is terrifying, his power's off the charts. Okay, but that's what we want. Status report. If we're to take this on, we must be in perfect shape. Okay. Queen Katie, I think we're gonna die. But no, everyone's good, right?
What now?
Let me check our inherited skills and see if we have different elements we need. Make sure everybody's got an element. So we got wind, we got light, we have ice. Okay, so we don't have fire or electricity here, but we can probably give those to Basilio if we need to. What about Heismay? Heismay should have plenty of darkness, as well as some fire and some ice. Yufa has... Yufa has electricity, and like everything, and light, and dark. Yufa has tons of stuff. Yufa is fantastic here. And Basilio has Maybe I should trade out Frenzy. That's heavy. That's pretty good for strike damage, though. But there's that up there. So yeah, we're gonna trade out Frenzy just for like some electricity spell, because I know he has some. I don't think he has like really, really intense ones. Or maybe he does. Medium, physical wind. Oh, that's wind damage. No, I want Candera. It's only medium, but it's just in case, because I don't know what this thing's weak against. I'm gonna guess it has no weaknesses if it's a super boss, but let's try this. Oh, good. There's a save point right there. And an item on the ground. All right, let's save. Save. Crystal says 10 out of 10. Quote, wait, which is a quote? I forgot to pee in this whoopsie. Vero, according to Queen Katie's caption, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good that we don't have to go all the way back. Let's grab this item. Oh. Ragharaz's helm. Is that good? Is that a good helmet? Should I put that on myself? New Moon hairpin prevents charm. Is it? Maybe I should just like, wait, which is the button to give everybody like the best thing possible? Strongest. So that is changing from Orichalcum vest to golden armor. Okay, what about Heisme? What would be strongest here? From Comet to Orichalcum vest.
Leave it to me.
Okay, what about Yufa? This is the same. This is the same. Yufa's already the best, apparently. And Basilio, is already the same as well. We complete with his murderer axe. So yeah, nobody's using that helmet because none of us can, apparently. All right, let's do this. I'm sensing an incredible aura. It's enough to give me goosebumps. Do you want to keep going? Yes, I want to give my girlfriend goosebumps. Let's see. Quigata says, wow. Oh, dragon's here. I mean, he's a big guy, but he looks very similar to the other dragons we fought so far.
That strong presence the Gallica sensed earlier. There can be no doubt this must be its source.
Oh, what a surprise. The dragon trial is we're going to fight a dragon.
As I thought.
The possibility did cross my mind when she mentioned the trial of the dragon. 'Tis a truly apt name, as it seems we face the genuine article.
We've seen a dragon before in the tunnels, but this one is certainly bigger. Much, much bigger.
And when we fought Rella, we weren't able to get this thing before we fought her, right?
Well.
I was hoping you'd get real scared and I'd get a few laughs out of it. Ahem. It seems thou hath getting fats. Ahem. It seems thou hath encountered a dragon in thy journeys before. Guess I'll admit it, I'm almost impressed that you made it this far, so by thy strength shalt thou fell the dragon, and thus will the trial be complete. Which, I should mention that nobody has pulled this off since the first king was like, hey, let's keep track of the years, that'd be fun.
Huh? Wait, you're saying you were around before the first king put dates on a calendar? Who even are you?
Which we learned isn't more than a few hundred years, apparently.
Wait.
Let us save the parlay for later. Eyes forward.
This dragon is many things, but patient does not seem to be one.
I don't know. He's waiting for us to talk.
Get ready.
Brace yourselves, everyone.
Parallelogram.
Quigata said, wow, the odds I got 409 and 408 in a row. Honestly, as an audio engineer, says Oak, your audio is surprisingly good. I attribute it to the quality of the microphone that Jorge funded for us.
More threatening up close.
Advancing.
Advancing. Plunder the dragon.
My
You got anything good?
Sorry.
You got anything good? Oh, dragon's blood sap. Is that good?
It's okay. We can.
Okay, so what do we have? Heroes proving, increased guys radiance, heavy light. Okay, looks kind of dark. We could probably do heavy light damage. Heavy magic wind damage to all enemies, recovers HP. That's just heavy ice to one enemy, removes all debuff. Oh, let's do radiance. Flare. And we'll just start going through all the elements to see. I'm assuming it's not gonna have to do. Oh, it's got a lot of hit points.
Everyone is counting on summoner.
Oh, it's got a lot of hit points. What was it? Summon deity? That's light. Summon harvest god. Emerald vortex. That's extreme wind damage to all enemies. I mean, it's all enemies, so it uses a lot of MP. But extreme magic to 2 to 4 magic electric, severe magic fire. We probably don't want to do fire. I'm thinking dark to one enemy. May insta-kill. Obviously, it's not going to insta-kill. Which is worse? Which is more intense, severe or extreme? I feel like extreme, maybe. Let's. It's a lot of MP, but let's try it. Extreme magic wind damage to all enemies. And nope.
I'm ready whenever.
Okay, so do something then, bro. Yeah, do something. Stormbreaker Axe. Oh, that's only medium. Peerless Warcry. Wanton Destruction. Extreme physical strike damage to one enemy. Inflicts a one-time weakness to strike. Ooh.
You're out of here.
And, oh, 1,000!
Let's hit that.
That is good. Attack rose dramatically. Bone Claw Slash. Ha, resisted it. Bone Claw Slash. Oh, that hurt her. Bone Claw Slash. Oh, that hurt her really bad. Okay, oh, its attack is way up. Did one of us get that thing that debuffs? I don't think we necessarily did. If it was probably Basilio. Heavy physical slash damage to all enemies may, oh yeah, because it's weak to slash now, right? That's only heavy. Well, let's try it. Oh, except we're not seeing weakness show up. Slash. Okay.
Come forth, royal soul.
Heavy light damage, Hero's Cry, Seeker's Gale, recovers MP, and we're gonna have, wait, I think Yufa has no, I don't know if Yufa actually has healing or not. So we're actually gonna have Protag heal, even though it's for everybody, just because I don't know who else I gave healing stuff.
Quite a boon.
I am grateful.
Oh, that maxed her back out.
Oh, souls of kings.
Do you have healing? Okay, I could have just had her do healing. That was a mistake on my part. Let's see, heavy ice damage to all enemies. Let's try that. See if it wait, no. Do you have anything that takes down? No. Okay.
The situation has changed.
Actually, I'm gonna remove its buffs. I'm gonna remove its buffs with an item. Where are those? Robust Remedy. I should have bought more of these things. Where was it? Or maybe it was, yeah, here, it was this item. Sorry, I'm just having to actually focus on what I'm doing for once. Removes all buff effects and Amnesty Talisman.
We have provisions.
There we go. And Dakuda removes all debuffs from allies, so I don't have remove buffs from bad guys. So that's probably bad, but this will give it, it's weak against this. 15! Nice, so Basilio's gonna be really valuable in this. Heavy physical slash. What else? We got nullify slash pierce attack for the caster. Wait, nullifies one for caster? Like on me, you mean? Do we have anything else here? Use bowling for back row. Elusive Dream. I guess we'll keep doing Plasma Nightblade, even though we use a lot. Let's just...
I show no
I feel like we're doing okay. I'm not too worried, even though it's got a lot of hit points, and it's very, very spongy. Great Dragon's Wrath. Infernal Breath. Ow. Great Fireball. Ow. Great Fireball. Oh, I missed. No, ow, there. Quiggy said, Gallica, it's over 9,000. Oak says, USB microphones do not have a great reputation, so usually you would get an expensive microphone and also an expensive audio interface to do analog to digital conversion. Well, this one is, it's by Elgato, and so it came with like a program that handles the stuffs, I guess. Okay, we do actually need to have Protag heal everybody because everybody took a hit there. And everybody's burned right now. I mean, just because you lit us on fire, apparently you're burned. Oak said, but that gets really expensive, but your microphone sounds surprisingly good, especially because I think you once said that all the processing you do is slam the audio into a limiter. Well, I do have a thing for that I do through OBS. I have a limiter in there, but also Elgato has like a thing. It does the thing, I guess, the thing. Okay, hang on. Let's have you, we got something that cures burn, right? I think? No, do we not have anything that cures burn? Burn is we should just be able to like pour water on somebody. Okay, apparently not. Yeah, we were not very well prepared for this.
Do so much. Summoner.
So, wait. Weakness against my smacking? Okay, I'm just gonna smack it. That'll at least give us another turn.
It is over.
20. 20. Wanton Destruction. Yeah, Yufa's not gonna do any more smacking in the future. Its attack is still so high.
Now accept your
okay,
fate.
if we do die, I'm definitely gonna have to swap out somebody to have a thing, an attack that removes all of the enemy's buffs, because we've only got so many of these amnesty things. But let's use a few more of them, amnesty talismans. If nothing else, it'll have to use up one of its turns in order to buff itself back up. Okay, and so what do we got? Everybody is all healed up, so we gotta do heavy light damage to all enemies. Heroic slash deals heavy physical slash damage to one enemy. Damage boosted against human type monsters. It's not human type, sadly. Oh, it's Takunda. Removes all, yeah, all debuffs from allies. Well. How we doing on MP here? Doing pretty good, so I guess we can keep going. Although, Radiance, just hurt it. Just hurt the thing. Let's see. Oak says, like, obviously it's not the greatest audio all of the time, but I think it's great for stream. Also, you don't hear too much of your room because you're relatively close to your mic, so the acoustics aren't noticeable. Oak says, jiggles as I wait by, Quinke jiggles as I wait by my stream deck buttons. Well, nobody's died yet. I'm holding my own semi-reasonably well. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that weakness there. Emerald Vortex, because that ignores resistances. Except it's not resistant. That's 40. What do we get here? Heavy ice damage. Extreme. Let's try this. Extreme magical light damage. Which is better? Yeah, we'll try this, and maybe it'll inflict daze. I feel like the dragon is probably immune to daze, but let's try it. We get daze for daze. And then this next attack by Basilio should probably do a ton, because it should be weak to this now. Last time it did like 15. Yeah, there we go.
It burns.
It burns. Crap, what do we got? What do we got here?
Mustn't settle for the easy
I guess we're
way.
gonna use another one's Amnesty Talismans. I hope there was like a shop I was able to buy these things from.
I will fight with pride.
And you're actually gonna heal with pride, bro, because we got 2 people that took hits and we need to top everybody off, especially while like everybody is burned except you, pro tag.
Quite a boon.
Oak says, yeah, USB microphones have the analog to digital conversion built into them, and the conversion usually doesn't sound great, but Elgato is a good company. Crystal says, the thing when it does a thing, and the thing does things. Oh man, when the things thing all over the thing. Actually, no, you're gonna pass. Because Basilio's gonna be able to do a lot better here. Wanton destruction.
You're out of here. Right in their weak spot.
Oh, and it was weak again.
Down, Basilio.
Is it just always weak against? Oh, I don't know. Okay, attack rose dramatically. What's gonna do this time? Oh, icy breath. Oh, crap. We got a weakness there. Stop doing icy breath. Stop doing icy breath. Oh, we're gonna die. We are gonna die. Yufa's gonna die. Stop doing icy breath. Oh, Infernal Breath. Oh, thank goodness, but Yufa's gonna die. Yufa's dead. Okay, Yufa is dead. Yufa is dead, but that's okay. That is okay, because we can bring her back to life. We can, and Yufa, we don't have a death counter for Yufa, right? So where's the revive ally thing? There we go. Revival medicine onto Yufa.
This should work.
Yeah, this should work. Okay. So I might need to trade out Yufa for somebody else because I didn't know it could do that. You, bro, are gonna do some healing. Just do some healing on everybody, please heal.
Do this.
Thanks.
Okay, did not quite top us off.
Thank you.
Okay, and Yufa. Yufa, hey, yeah, we're gonna take you out of battle as soon as I remember how to do that. Where is that archetype item formation? Is it? No. Target, status, auto battle, analyze, assist, tactics / escape. So that's for tactics, right? Party, switch teammates. Let's pop in. What do we have? Yeah, we want to take out Yufa, right? And put in maybe Stroll. Let's see his archetype details. I don't think we gave him any inherited skills. Well, we got Peerless, Stone Cleaver. Slash is working pretty well, so maybe if we team that up with Basilio, that might work pretty decently. Let's try him. Let's swap in. Yeah.
I'll do my part.
Basilio's cold as hell.
There. And wanton destruction. Oh crap, I forgot to like debuff him. His attack's gonna still be high, so he's gonna not have to do it. He's just gonna hurt all of us. He's just hurting us. But he's just doing Bone Claw Slash. Crush. No, that's not. Oh, but he missed. Yay. I gotta read some more in the chat though.
Captain, you've been burned.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll here. I gotta scroll. Let's see. Oak says, well, maybe not a good company because their business practices are regular company stuff, but they make pretty good products. Oak says, Katie's stream deck sneezes because we're talking about it.
Let us clean up this mess.
Let us clean up this mess. Yeah, all this mess. All this mess is all messy. Messy.
I'm gonna do one more time of using that, whatever that thing was, the Amnesty Talisman. After that, I think we're probably gonna have to just deal with the fact that his attack is way high.
Basilio's frozen over.
Come forth.
And you were gonna have to heal everybody.
With healing power.
Oh boy. Wait, Basilio's well, I hope he'll still be able to do his attack.
Quite a boon.
because he's been doing really well. Hey, Stroll, look at you, bro. Vorpal Blade, Extreme Physical Slash to all enemies. Decreases their attack for 3 turns. Yeah, we should probably focus on that. So let's do that. Vorpal Blade.
I'll cut you down.
Hurt it, please hurt it. 996, there we go. And do Wanton Destruction. We got it halfway down. I feel pretty good about this.
Be neither timid nor
arrogant. Okay, so you can actually do an attack now, bro. How about that? Deal heavy physical slash damage to all enemies, may insta-kill target. I don't care about the insta-kill, but that's...
Sounds good.
Well,
All right, here, before you go, here's the dude I'm going to shoot in the face. And I'm going to say...
It's Cyberpunk 2077 clip.
How do you like me now, punk? That's right, you Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, he said the name of the game.
I said the name of the game Thank you very much.
Oh, crap.
For whoever redeemed the Logan Clip Roulette. That was a long time ago, back when I played Cyberpunk. But okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. We got this thing halfway down. Unless it has like a second phase, I think we're fine. But this is telling me we might not be prepared for the other dragon thing. So maybe we might end up... crap. I guess... I assume that if we have the full month, even if we do Luis's dungeon, there's still going to be the rest of the month. So maybe we go through the dungeon, and then that'll level us up to the point where we're going to be better off against these dragons or something like that.
Call upon royal power within.
Okay, Vorpal Blade. And we'll do that in order to reduce his attack.
It's cold.
So yeah, so then we don't have to keep using those items.
Be ready.
See? I'm so smart. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, clean up this mess. And this decreases their hidden evasion for 3 turns. Yeah, let's start debuffing the crap out of this thing. We're suddenly doing so good.
I won't hold back.
How's Protag doing on MP? Pretty good. Radiance, all enemies, Heroes Proven, Cruise Caster's Heroic Slash, 1 enemy damage boosted against human-type monsters, Seeker's Gale. Crap, I should have gotten Void Wave. I think that decreases their attack, but I didn't. So let's do that and recover at least a little bit of my MP here. Wind! I gotta read some more in the chat, though. Quickie said, yeah, it's just staring at me like, Miss Katie, when are you gonna press us? Well, fortunately, Yufa don't have no stinking button of her own. So we're doing just dandy fine, I think. Look at little Heisme. Popping out of the way there.
Are you prepared?
Okay, Vorpal Blade again.
I'll cut you down.
Yeah, I think we've got the groove of this. We got this dragon figured out. I think we have this all set. Wanton Destruction, that's gonna do about 1,500. And then you're gonna do more Adamant Nightblade because you don't need to keep doing items anymore. Now that we know what the heck we're doing. You're gonna do some healing because a couple people got hurt a little bit. Noobly says, I'm back. What did I miss? We made it to a dragon, Noobly. And I am getting by.
It burns.
Even though it burns there. But this will also decrease its attack again a little bit. Its agility is way down. That's probably what I was missing before. And so that should take away more of its turn icons. Great Dragon's Wrath. Crystal says, Logan trying not to die for the past minute. /HJ. You /HJ, but that's pretty darn accurate. And more missing. Okay, yeah, we're doing great. We just had to figure out this guy. Once we know what this dragon's all about, then it's fine. Nobody says, oh, okay. Quiggin said, don't worry, Logan. I don't care about Yufa. Chris says, Katie, oh, never mind. Quiggin said, Yufa doesn't have a counter. Lol. Quiggin said, oh, by the way, we are close-ish to the 2.5-hour mark. So now is a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions for later on when we reach the 3-hour mark. Just saying. Okay, more Adamant Nightblade. Smack this guy. Protag, you are just on healing duty. Duty.
We can do this.
Yeah. Let's see, Queen said, just Heisme, Mantis, Basilio, and game overs. Though technically game overs are Bovards, whatever that means. And there was Crystal doing the Logan Clip Roulette.
No holding
Do a
back.
Vorpal Blade again. This should take away some of his attack boost.
Not done yet.
It's cold. Here I go.
And Wanton Destruction. You should have a weakness. That should give us even one more turn. Allow Heisme to do another Adamant Nightblade. I think it's bottomed out on this lack of agility. We almost got it! We almost got it! It didn't look good at the beginning, but we're at one point anyway. But I think we've totally got this. Look at everybody dodging.
Too slow.
And more dodging. Apparently that's good when you're fighting, to just get out of the way of people. We're again going to just keep everybody topped off. Yeah. Crystal says, don't say you feel good about this. Don't jinx it. I don't know. Wouldn't you guys prefer it if I jinx it, and then if I think I'll do well, and then I do horribly, and you guys can laugh? It's like, ha ha ha, he thought he'd do well, but no, he's awful. Quick to say, quote, I feel pretty good about this. What did we say about jinxing? Don't do that. Don't say things out. Quick says, yeah, Crystal, quote, I think we're fine. Logan, stop it.
I'll use what I must.
But I do. I think we're very fine on this. Crystal says he never learns. Bulba says slay that dragon. We almost got it. We almost got it. Okay, you don't even have to do healing. You can do
Scour.
Do this again, and if not this turn, next turn first. Oh, we got it! We did it, Bulba! We did it! Just because you told me to, Bulba. I slayed that dragon. Yay! Dragon's breath. Whatever that does. Hey! Oh crap! I'll need to allot points. I don't usually allot points when I level up in the field. I hate allotting points because I don't know what to put them onto. I got 6 of them I got to... Okay, strength is obviously way down, so maybe we should do a few onto there. Magic 2. We gotta get that up. I can do one more, yeah. So there. I think that's probably good. I think. Confirm. Endpoint allocation, sure.
I'm better and stronger.
Yay. Crystal says, what if we want to slay the princess instead? /reference. Quick said, slay the princess. Best game.
Well, I must admit, I am rather surprised we survived that one.
Well.
Wow, and here I was, about to bet everything I have on that thing pulverizing you all.
Hey.
Well, we've completed the trial, and now you'll be rewarding us with some kind of new power, isn't that right?
What my guess is, you gotta like kill all 3 dragons to get the new power, right?
Good enough.
Very well. Those bearing the power of archetypes hath come before us. One of the 3 dragons slain in their wake. Cast aside all uncertainty, for the promised time has come.
Just who the heck are you?
You may accept my
Born
charity.
from the corpus of the beast subdued, I bestow upon thee the dragon's raiment.
Oh, so we do get something. May it serve thee well. So we got a coat, maybe? Loot! Cardinal Dragon Raiment.
Is this perhaps?
This is!
A piece of the dragon's body was turned into armor. Brilliant! I doubt there's a smith in the world today who could craft something like this. Certainly not a piece you'd expect to find lying around. Almost makes the whole trial worth it, doesn't it? But only almost. It doesn't. That was not worth it. I saw Yufa die. Quest clear. Trial of the Dragon. Mad Mischief. The dragon of the Forsaken Tower was defeated. Yay. A question yet remains concerning something you mentioned earlier. You said there were 3 dragons. Oh, got your brain working overtime, did I? Well, yes, there are 3 trials of the dragon in total.
Hang on, you're not saying there are 2 more dragons we have to deal with?
When thou hast felled the final dragon and proven thy heroic potential, then and only then shall the power thou seeketh be revealed.
Make an attempt.
So if you really want it, get cracking!
Hey.
Oi, how about you tell us all that again in some words normal people can understand? I don't know what kraken means.
Oh, she's gone. Will someone tell me what kraken means? I think it's a sea monster. A kraken? I confess my hunger has grown to the point of distraction. I would take no small amount of joy in dinner at this point.
Have you ever met a dinner that was only a small joy? You guys are priceless. We just survived an encounter with a dragon and you're already right back at it.
Well...
And hey, we should just be glad we made it through all of this alive. Shall we head back?
Yes, let's return to the entrance.
That's right.
Okay, but here's the question now. So what do we do next? Do we do our next dragon trial, or do we finally begin Luis's Castle in the Sky dungeon thing? Because that was challenging, but that was doable. And I mean, it leveled us up a couple times, so with the Vero!
What's crackin', my homie? The sleepiest night is here.
Thank you so much for the 10-bit. Sorry, when it blinked, I looked over and I saw your name. I got super excited. Vero, we were once again, if you ever watch the VODs when you're not around, I don't know if you'll be surprised to see how many times people will talk about you and just say, we miss Vero, where's Vero? Crystal once again claimed that she killed you. But how are you doing, Vero? Thank you so much for the 10 bits. You probably needed the sleep, so I'm glad you got the rest that you needed. But Vero, we just killed a friggin' dragon. It was great. But how are you? Oak says, raid suggestion. Oh, there we go. We got some raid suggestions there. A couple of them are, I think are all 3 of them people we've raided before? One of those, Tony's Game Lounge, by the way, I should let you guys know, he wants me to help with a recording of his podcast apparently next week. So I might be doing that. We're going to see. Oh, and Queen Katie with a raid suggestion as well. Let me copy this one over to. Give me just a minute here. Thank you guys for the raid suggestions. We do still have some time before the 3-hour mark. Well, we got over a half hour, actually. We got plenty of time. That fight was not as long as I thought it would be, come to think of it. Queen Katie says, boo. I know. It's so sad when I don't die a horrible, painful death. I appreciate how much you all enjoy my pain. Bubba says, dragon slain. Oh, and Crystal with some raid suggestions as well. Let me copy these ones over. A couple of them are also ones that we've done before.
You killed Donkey's wife from Shrek? TSK TSK.
Oh, crap. We just orphaned all those little half donkey, half dragon babies. That actually reminds me, because I was just about to say something about that new Shrek movie, the one with Zendaya that's coming up, but then I just realized, I don't think I've seen... How many have there been? Have there been 4 Shrek movies up to this point? Was there a fourth one or just a third? Whatever the last one. I don't think I saw whatever the final Shrek movie it was. The one with Rumpelstiltskin in it. But yes, we killed Donkey's wife. But that's okay, because Donkey had long since fallen out of love with her and yearned to play the field. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Quicketa said, oh, we should have done a bet. Oh, we should have, crap! Crystal says, no deaths besides Yufa. Boo. Quicketa said, for this dragon. Quicketa said, captions, will somebody tell me what Kraken means? That's what I had Basilio say. That is exactly correct. Basketball banana smoothie. Yes, let's head back.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Vera, now that you're here, I wanted to mention, it's so funny. So I've been going back over the old VODs of Metaphor because I'm going to be starting to post clips of it relatively soon, on TikTok within the next month or so. And as I'm watching them, I found it was over the course of just 2 VODs, 2 streams, that Protag's voice evolved into what it is. Because at first I was just doing normal stuff for him, and it's so weird seeing it so quickly just devolve into this and then stay. Sounds good. Great jorb, everyone. Let's see, Crystal says, cracking means cracks. I always feel bad because that's a cool thing you could do to show you're tough. But I feel like whenever I'm streaming, especially these games, I move my fingers so much they don't get stiff, so I can't. Let me try it, see if I can. That's a little bit of a crack, but nothing very good. Vera said, hey, guy. Are you sure you're awake, Vero? Nubly says, Luis. Okay, so Nubly is recommending that we go fight Luis next before doing the dragons. But let's save. And then it looks like we had a... this is the entrance. For a second, I thought that it just dumped us right outside of that little arena on top of the tower. Quicketa said, depends. How many days do we have left on the deadline? I think 14. There we go, 14. Now, generally, when I do one of those big dungeons, I'll try to make sure to do it all in one go, in one day. I'm still pretty confident that we'll be able to do that. So I'm not too worried about that. That's why I've been taking my time, because I also don't know... Actually, Nubly, since you played this game before, without giving any spoilers... So no story spoilers, please. But once we do Luis's dungeon and do whatever it is that we need to do there, I don't know if we're going to actually fight him and kill him, or if we're going to be fighting Zorba, or what's going to be happening. It doesn't just fast forward time. We don't lose these days, because I do worry about that when you're doing a potential final boss dungeon. I still feel like there ought to be one more after that, but I'm starting to question that, and this might be just it, and this might be the end. So I am curious. Quicketa said, Oak says, Vero! Quicketa said, oh yeah, Vero, we maxed Basilio out. That's what we did. Vero, check us out. Everybody's maxed out. First time I've done that in an Atlas game. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here now. Oh wait, no, that's going into the... Wait, no. That's going in. This is going out.
Hey.
It's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Let's return to town immediately. Okay. Should we go back to the city and have a nice dinner? Let's!
Got it.
Okay, let's get something tasty with the rest of the group. Oh, she des.
Let's see. Vera said, let's go. Everyone maxed out. Crystal says, it was a silly moida. Evie, you're back again. How is your foot thing doing? Evie said, hey, Logan, glad to see you streaming again. Good to see you back here. How are you doing, Evie? I hope you're feeling a bit better. Quicketa said, what do you mean orphan the babies? The donkey's not dead. Yeah, but he left to go get milk. He's not coming back. That's a good point. I guess you're not an orphan if you still got one parent. So thank you, Queen Katie. I misspoke. Evie says, yup. 4. Okay, so 4 Shrek movies. So I never saw the last one. I should do that one of these days. Is it worth watching, though? Vera said to Queen Katie, the dragon wife is now. Queen Katie said, yeah, but that doesn't orphan the kids if one parent is alive. You're right, Queen Katie. I was wrong. But okay, so we do have 1 vote for Luis. And we could try another one of these dragon. The problem with doing one of these dragon things now is that there is going to be like a bounty in a dungeon beforehand. But the way that we breeze through that, I don't know. I'm open to more suggesting, though. Quigeti said, also, Vero, I found a funny quote during my archiving, quote 409, and I got to tab out in order to scroll because I can't scroll when we're on this loading screen. That's why it's so easy with YouTube. YouTube has been kind of sleepy tonight. Not much chatting over there, so I don't even have to scroll over there. But if you're watching on YouTube, I do appreciate you still. I know that like most of the chatting is over here on Twitch, but I do appreciate you there. Oh, here we go. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
That was amazing.
We actually slayed a genuine dragon. I don't think I realized the gravity of that until just now.
And what of that fairy? It stated more towers yet remain.
It's not an it. It's a person, Heismay, like my wife over here sitting on top of the mug.
It felt like she was trying to impress something important upon us, though really, we're still stumbling in the dark here.
Come now.
A matter of some concern, yes, but our primary goal remains toppling Louise. Keep that at the forefront of your minds, all of you. Oh, you know what I should do? I should check to see in our quests thing which one of them has like the highest or the lowest ranking, and then we'll start with the lowest and work our way up, maybe.
In the 14 days we've got left, we need to bring the kingdom back to our side. We won't very well be taking down Luis's stronghold if we can't regain their support.
If we're to challenge Luis, we have to...
Okay, this is the same dialogue we see each night. I know, game.
We're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us, and then we can hit the hay. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job.
Also, the same two VODs was the first time the Jorb appeared, Vero. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Oh, there's new comments over on YouTube now that I said that. Oh, Crystal posted the link tree over there.
14 days remain.
And Joker from PQ2 said, should I play this on Xbox or PS5? I'm not sure. I actually don't have either of those. I have a PS4, but I don't have an Xbox or the PS5. I'm playing on Steam, and it works great on Steam. So I would just say like whichever console you prefer. I am playing, I should say, with a PlayStation controller for my PS4. So, and it works great. So maybe PlayStation, but welcome Joker from PQ2. We've had multiple Persona Jokers here. If you're new over there on YouTube, let me give you the quick rundown of the channel. Oh, hang on. There's a TTS coming in first.
What inspiration had you to make such banger changes?
Wait, banger changes? Oh, to the voices and everything. I told you before, the Jorb thing is just a reference to old homestarrunner.com. There's that old cartoon, a Jorb, well done. Yeah, with Coach Z always saying Jorb instead of job. And I don't know what happened with the voice. It just got weird, and it was very quick and sudden. I think it was just like a couple of the lines seemed kind of derpy, and suddenly it was like, I am the protagonist. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate it. But yes, Joker from PQ2, which I still wish I could play, but apparently can't. Legally, anyway. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we're alternating between this, Metaphor ReFantazio, a great JRPG from the makers of Persona, so it's very similar to Persona in like structure and sensibilities, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. It seems Frank sent me a letter in a package while I was out traveling.
There you are.
I came across this and thought it better in your hands. Good luck out there. Heroes Incense. I still need to use those things. Let's see. Vera's laughing, does quotes. Krista's quote. Vera says, absolute cinema. Oh, it was the new quote there. The Weedle, please. Mr. Kicker was my father. Call me puppy. Vera says, amazing quote. Noobly says, you don't lose any days. Okay, so in that case, I think I should look and see which one has like the lowest difficulty ranking, and then we'll like work our way upward, maybe. So thank you, Noobly. Oak says, Vero, that was today. Queen said, then I'd say maybe start the final dungeon, run through till right before the final boss, and do whatever other content we have left. So yeah, so it sounds like we don't lose days, so we might start Luis's dungeon. I still feel like there's gonna be a dungeon after this, but I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Oak says, it was amazing. All right then. So yeah, let's check out these quests that we have. Oh, game, come on, don't be freezing on me now, game. Don't be freezing on me. Veer said, the VOD's gonna be so fun. Quigeta said, Basilio's final rank was so bittersweet. It was sad, but also like the dying person took a long time to actually die. Okay, quests render aid. Trial of a bike. Okay, so these are the two dragon ones. They're all like, I assume there's 10 pips total, so that'd be 9.5. Where is Skybound Avatar Conquest? Wait, what?
That is, head to the Royal Palace. Oh yeah, head to the Royal Palace in the sky to save the world from being driven into madness by Luis. This man with his ruinous aspirations for the future must not succeed the throne. Okay, so that's only 9. So maybe we should do that next. These two pique curiosity and proof of power are tied to the towers of these 2 dragons, so we'd be able to do those at the same time. Incarnate in the Woods, unfortunately, takes like 2 days, to get to. I mean, I guess we could do that. As it is, we're probably a bit overpowered for it. Nah, that'd probably be boring for you guys to watch. I should probably just do that entire thing off stream, to be totally honest. Unless we're gonna like encounter another location for photos along the way. But yeah, so maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do Luis. Let's check the calendar. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Idol's Day is coming up in 2 days. Crap. Yeah, because we probably need to do some shopping before then. Crap. Should we try another dragon? Should we try one more dragon and see what happens? And see if we can kill it and probably get killed. They're all the same difficulty, but the way that she was like, what made you choose this one makes me wonder if there is like an order you should be. Hang on, I'm gonna be very careful because this type of thing I don't think is like story spoilers. I'm going to Google to see if there's an order for this. ReFantazio, dragon. Okay. Okay, click this link here. Okay, this says that there is an order you should try. Mad Mischief, Bygone Legacy, and then Hero's Rest, it says. Okay, so what was the... We did Mad... I think we did Mad Mischief. Okay, so we happened on the first one, probably because it was like such an earlier side quest. So, my guess is that whatever one is... Peak Curiosity is probably the second one, the Spire Blind Faith. Would that be Bygone Legacy? No, oh no, it's a different way around. Okay, so that's the next one that we do. We got to go to Bygone... I guess we don't have to. Can we do a poll? I'm going to do a poll on Twitch. And this is non-binding, but I just want to know what you guys think. Poll. And hang on. What next? More dragons or Luis time? And we'll allow extra voting because why not? And it's just going to be a 2-minute poll because I just want to know you guys' thoughts on this. If anybody has any particularly strong opinions one way or another. Quickita said, but we had a happy funeral for Delphine. We did, you missed it. Like there was this whole thing where we're talking about how we're gonna like dance and sing all night. And it was gonna be just like the great celebration of his life. Highlighted message from Nubly said, if get to him before, it just tells you have to do it on the final day. You don't waste it. Okay, so it's gonna be like a Persona type of thing. Like you get to the final, get to him, and then you like come back and okay. So, but that makes me think we should. I'd almost want to wait on it, but then what if we do have to do multiple days for that? So yeah, we might. Vera with a broken heart. Evie said, I'm okay. Just been bored and a little sad. It's hard to be stuck at home. Oh, believe me, I remember from the days of pandemic lockdown. Like, it was maddening. Okay, it looks like we're getting some... Maybe I shouldn't have done extra votes, but you do cast your votes. Right now, Luis Time is in the lead. Skybound Avatar Conquest. I mean, I guess we can always save and stagger the save and then change it later. I'm just going to do, like, little skateboarding while we're waiting on this. Crystal said... Oh, there's another raid suggestion. Hang on, Crystal. Thank you very much. I'll copy that one down as well. I just thought that you were saying a rather unusual sounding word, but that's a username. So 1 second, Crystal, thank you very much. And we'll do one more last call for raid suggestions, because we still got like almost 25 minutes left in the stream before we start winding down. Vera says, every time I hear Logan say, I do appreciate you, my brain has a 32% chance to hear it as, I don't appreciate you. Oh crap, should I say that differently? Do I say that a lot? That must be something I say a lot. I should say something else then. What would not mess up your brain? Quickita said, this is why I have captions. If they mess up, then I blame that, lol. Crystal says, we did a great job. Oak says, good job bringing me immense joy. By not dying, were you happy I didn't die? Quickita said, someone who has Metaphor on Xbox Series X, it plays and looks great so far. Okay, it doesn't look like Joker from PQ2 is still over there on YouTube. But if you are somehow still lurking, there it is. Oh, and Luis Time is one with 70% of the vote, but Noobly contributing 25 channel points. I should have probably done it like where no extra voting was allowed though, huh? But that would have been 5 extra. So what would it have been without the channel points? I'm just going to try and say I'm curious. That would have been 2 instead of... Oh, crap, it just disappeared. Oh, but I can click it over here, right? So it actually would have lost to more dragons if it wasn't for the extra voting. So that doesn't help me at all.
What now?
I'm torn. Because I kind of want to be able to just breeze through Luis's dungeon. I kind of want to do a dragon. Can we do one more? We'll do one more. Just one more dragon, okay? Just one dragon. So which was the one that we got to do here? Let me check the quests again. But then we will do some Luis. So we got to do Bygone Legacy. That is the Tower of Insolence over by Altabury Heights. Oh, and that will pass by another photograph for Maria. So that'll be nice. So let's, I assume that's what this icon means, right? So let's go do that. And that'll also allow us to do one of these 2 things. There we go. Proof of power. Attacks from a Zeocropos in the Tower of Insolence becomes more severe when it's alone. Try to defeat it at the same time as other enemies. Recommended Gunner and Berserker. How about the papa?
All right.
Speaking of dragons,
where to?
Have you watched the old How to Train Your Dragon movie series?
I have seen the first 2 movies of it. I love the first one. The second one I thought was fine. I actually, this may surprise you, but when I watched the second one, I actually had a date with me. So, but it was one of those weird things. I think I may have mentioned this before. I'm obviously not gonna say her name. I don't want to like shame her or anything like that. But the date, it went fine-ish. She definitely wasn't into me, and I tried to do like a follow-up text afterward, and she never responded to it. So she didn't really like me. But I had her like number in my contacts on my phone, right? Because of that. And I remember, I think it was a couple of years ago, I got a notification on Instagram. You know, sometimes it'll do like, hey, so-and-so who's in your contacts is on Instagram. And it was her, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of surprising. And so I just out of curiosity pulled up the profile, and she's like an OnlyFans e-girl now. And so I'm like, kind of good thing that she wasn't into me, because that's not what I'm looking for at all. But I enjoyed that one, but I also know there's like a whole TV series and things like that. Have we heard? I think Cypher really enjoyed the live action one. I am still remain very, very skeptical of live action remakes of old anime, because I feel like the movie already exists. I don't need to see it live action. And it's like a double-edged sword, because on the one hand, if you try and do super faithful, then it's like, what's the point? Why make it the other exists? If you're gonna change a whole bunch of stuff, then it's like, then why do it as a remake? Why not just make your own original story if you're wanting to tell a different story? Especially with some of the changes, like the rather controversial ones I've been hearing about from Lilo and Stitch live action. So I don't know, but yes, I have seen 2. Did they ever have a third one? If they have a third one, I haven't seen the third one. But yes. Queen Gator said, or rather, Vera said, my favorite voices are Sleepy Gallica and Protac. Aw, the good Jorp. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Tower of Insolence. We gotta do one more dragon. I don't know if we probably won't make it to the dragon tonight, but we'll try. And maybe next time we'll start with killing a dragon.
Everyone's here.
Okay, let's head out. We want now. How far do I fly her then? Well, we want to go. It's down by Altabury. Yeah, there we go. The Tower of Insolence. Yes, 2 quests there, and still got Blight, but I think that's just like every day now, right? I think maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
well, of course you'd expect there to be another one. What is this tower's purpose? Whether at this time or the last, questions seem only to beget more questions.
I'll do it.
I know you're thinking in circles. We know there's a fight. What more is there to know?
Yeah, but...
And be careful, we'll be arriving in some unpleasant weather.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday if we teleport to the nearest city. Can we
okay, so the fact that she mentions the weather, can Denny clear up that weather? Let's go check really quickly at Virg Island. I feel like the last time I tried to get him to clear up the weather, it like just didn't happen. And he was like, I can't do anything about it. I can't remember if that was Blight or Dread that he can't do anything about. So let's go check with the Denny and find out just real quick. My apologies that I take too long to do everything. And we want to, Dragon Statue Plaza. Nubly says, I answered Logan's question. Highlighted message. Can you mods please pin? I got to it. It's good. And I appreciate that. I still don't know what we're gonna do, Luis. I just want to do one more dragon. I'm probably making a mistake. You're probably right, Nubly. Nubly said, never mind. Oak said, Logan, did you just say difficulty franking? I don't think so, but I'd have to check the context. Maybe. I think I meant to say difficulty ranking. but maybe I'm wrong. Hang on, I gotta click out here a little bit to scroll some more in chat. I can't scroll whenever that loading screen is on. Queen Katie says, add quote, it was sad, but also like the dying person took a long time to actually die. Is that insensitive of me?
Hey.
Okay, so let's see. Wanted to change the weather.
Leave it to me.
And let's check out.
The weather.
Yeah, because it was either Dread or Blight. One of the two he can't fix, right? So let's see. The tower is
right
Blight,
there's
Dread, Dread.
Will that be all?
This way you'd like tamer weather? Yes, please. Almighty golden stew. Or 20 let's, I can't cook on the Gauntlet Runner, but maybe I can cook with Fabienne. Let's check to see if we have the stuff to make Almighty golden stew. And maybe to clear up the Blight. Although Blight, I think, gives us more experience, but it'd be probably really hard if we're fighting the dragon, and even if we hit like a weakness or something like that, then we don't get an extra turn. Because that would really suck, because I think that doesn't affect enemies. I think they still gain turns, but maybe I'm mistaken. So let's go check that out. Sorry this is taking so long, because I don't have any of these things. I can double check. Almighty golden stew.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm sorry. I'll get out of here.
I see.
Goodbye. I've disappointed Denny so badly. Okay, so, because, yeah, again, I've tried to cook in the Gauntlet Runner before, but I don't think it lets you when it's not moving. Let's double check that, because that would save us some time, though. Quickita said, what do you mean boring, Logan? We've watched you do tartar in some dungeons. I can take it. Wait, what was I talking about being boring? Was it just, because, like, but I also know that, like, we tend to lose a lot of lurkers when I'm just doing dungeon grinding. And I want to make sure that everybody isn't. Oh, maybe we can cook. So where's that almighty thing that he wanted? Almighty golden stew. Oh, look, we have enough. We only have one limp goldfish, though. Ooh, do we want to expend our only limp goldfish? Can we buy that elsewhere? I'm gonna Google and see if we're able to buy more limp goldfish. Metaphor, ReFantazio. Sorry, I'm Googling so much. Limp goldfish. Limp goldfish. How to get limp goldfish? Be bought from any of the shops listed. Okay, so there are shops then. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make this real quick. Let's make an almighty stew. Give it to him. We'll clear up the weather there, and then we'll head up there. And yeah, it'll be great. It'll be grand. Limp goldfish. Goodbye, Goldie. Goodbye, Mark. No, this would be Matthew because we're eating it. Or he's gonna eat it. Mark will be the next one we'll get. Oh, but also, it doesn't seem to be. What?
Really?
The runner isn't generating any power right now. Let's try it again when we're on the road.
Well. Change of plans again. I'm not good at this. Okay, I gotta think about this. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna first of all go and buy the limp goldfish. Northwest of Virgo Island in Silentio. Darn, we'd have to like travel there.
What now?
Because if we have this other quest that takes like 3 days to get to. How many? We got 13 days. 13 days is still a lot of days, right? Incarnate in the Woods. Or 2 days to get to. We can then be cooking some of that almighty stuff, at least a little bit while we're on the road. And then I'll do the abandoned path stuff like off stream. Deal? Sorry that I'm struggling so much here to figure out what the heck we're doing. And I just like that's like an easy thing. So it doesn't matter if the weather's bad there. I just want to make sure that we don't have bad weather for fighting against the dragon.
Capital. Everyone's here.
All right, but I got to click back over here. Sorry, chat. Sorry for so many false alarms on what we're doing. But I don't know if this is a good game plan, but we're going to try it. I reserve the right to change my mind later. So where is it? It's just Dread. It's not Blight there. But, okay. Forest infested with a crimson leaf canopy, feral roars occasionally cut through the beauty. Some say the spilled blood of travelers is what gives the leaves their red.
I think we have a favor to do.
Here's the forest with the bounty. Am I crazy, or has the number of bounties increased of late?
Yes, as if in concert with the people's unrest. Well, if nothing else, let our thorough handling of this be for them.
Well, let's roll then.
Oh, if I can get help, you can count me in. Seems we can't touch down anywhere, so let's move in by land.
It's your call.
Teleporting to the nearest city, we still need to camp once. We can get there by nightfall tomorrow. Get back by nightfall tomorrow.
Just leaves me, so long as you don't don't go dragging your feet, of course. Let's go.
Great.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there.
Yay. Quickita said, I say bygone, because only one day compared to the other one, although I do want Luis, like Redacted, Palace, and Persona. I know, I think we're going to do the bygone one, and we'll probably just do it at the start of next stream here. Anybody to talk to? So let's do that cooking. and make that almighty whatever the crap thing was. But we do have a thing set up where we get 2 of them, so even if we don't have extra goldfish, we should have a backup. But also, if time passes, we won't necessarily have the bad weather next time, but it'll be good to have these in our back pocket for when we need it. Almighty golden stew. This will probably be something that Yufa likes to make, so we'll probably get to hang out with her to cook it. Yeah, just make 1 and cook it.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her.
Okay, I hope every single person we cook with does this stomp. Wait, no, because we cooked with Basilio and he didn't do the stompy thing. Darn it. This is the 3rd time we've cooked, right? I like that she's in her casual outfit. Is she usually wearing that? Is this like her pajamas?
Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them in stews, alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Etria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time.
Nod my head. I began preparing the food alongside Yufa.
Grinding. You need only a pinch of that herb for best results. Add too much, it becomes a most deadly poison. So I urge you to be cautious.
Huh?
I have green leggings on, so you think. No, that's the color of my skin. My legs are weird. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and affection.
I want to say...
Mantis! Let us cast it together. Hold my hand. I feel my love and affection, Mantis. Nora Mata Imao Renoxio.
Okay, mumble, why? I'm in love with Gallica, stop it. This stew, it smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mustari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it.
Ba-da-da-dang.
Yosh.
Yay! Thanks to cooking speed, I cooked without time passing. Almighty golden stew times 2. Quickity said something better to say. You're cool. Okay, maybe that's what I should say. I feel like in my brain that got a little bit overused because whenever I'm at the gym, I always listen to Conan O'Brien's podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And he does some podcast episodes where he just like takes calls from fans and talks to them. And they're really fun. But one thing he says almost every episode to the point where it's I don't think he realizes this, but it's gotten almost like, I don't know, weirdly repetitive. Is where it's like, hey, you seem like a really cool person. And it's like making the word cool kind of lose meaning. Okay, do we want to just give MP to somebody again? I know we have a book that we can finish reading. I guess that'll give us Mag, and that'd be nice. But I do feel like Yufa stuff still used the most, and she has 545. Basilio could probably use it as well, but most of his stuff uses up hit points, right? But let me check his persona real quick. Archetype. Maybe we should give it to Basilio because... yeah, because some of this Peerless Warcry uses like 60. Maybe we should, just so he has some, because he seems to have so low of MP compared to everybody else. Heisman, well, actually, Heisman is pretty down low, too, come to think of it. Hang on. I just gotta check these things. There's too many decisions to make. Well, I guess there's gonna be 2 days. I can give one to one of each of them. So let's do that. We're gonna give one to Heisman and one to Basilio. Altar. It's an altar that Yufa built with a statue of the dragon god on it.
According to Yufa, it's a very sacred statue. The dragon god apparently grants special powers to those who use the statue to pray.
If I pray here, my allies' max MP will increase.
Praying for someone else's sake is a nice idea. What do you think? Time to pray. Here we go then. Who are we gonna pray for?
Let's pray for Heisman.
All right then, close our eyes, pray silently in our hearts.
I gotta read some more in the chat though. Crystal says, quote, "You're not lonely like me." But it's so sad. I hate to keep drawing attention to my loneliness, Crystal. Vera said, highlighted messages can't be pinned, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't know that. Quick said, I think Logan is addicted to dragons, guy. I don't know. Once you kill one, they're like Pringles, chips. What's the other thing with Pringles? Once you pop, you can't stop or the fun don't stop? How's the thing go? Okay, so that should give Heisman some extra MP, and the next day we'll do some for Basilio as well. I return to the group with Gallica. And we'll take a bath in the evening, probably, and then praying and bathing all day long. That's all you do. That's all you need to do. Chris, Quick said, Vero, I literally just got a TikTok talking about the post-credit scene from that movie. Crystal says, X for doubt for Logan having a date. In the past, I've had dates. In the past, before life crushed my hopes and dreams.
Oi, oi! An awfully violent lot swarming the deck right now. Deal with them before they deal with me, would you? Would it be too much to ask for a little piece? We can do without all this. No better way to let them, Did the music just cut out? No better way to let them know that they're not welcome here than by roughing them up a bit. Okay, that was weird. The music cut out. Evie says, but I've had some friends visit me so far. One of my friends visited me when I was at home with my parents, and the other friend visited me last week. That's nice. It's been a long time since I've had people over here. I think the last time was when Clam came by that one time. Wait, Adam and I played, that's only one enemy, decreases their... I guess it'll give us an extra turn, but this will hurt everybody, and these things are gonna be really weak. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just kill all these things. Slash! Crystal says, surprisingly, people actually like the How to Train Your Dragon live action. Well, maybe it's just like well made then. Because, okay. These things we have only one turn to kill, right? So what is this weak against? Light. Hey, we got light stuff. It doesn't absorb dark, does it? No, it's resistant against dark, though. Do we have anything that's not that weak physical slash damage to one enemy? Oh, here we go. We got like some back row. It's medium. Let's just do it, I guess.
Hellfire!
And yeah, that only did a tiny bit, but now we're gonna get to do heavy light magic, and hopefully this will be enough to kind of take it out. And Yufa, you go summon deity, do the same thing. And then if we need to, we might have to just skip some turns to get back over to light damage, because yeah, that's what I probably should have done with Heisme. Quickie said that poor goldfish, why is it limp? Probably because it's out of water. Well, no, because then it would get stiff from being dead. It would like have rigor mortis. So, you know, maybe the goldfish is just tired. Maybe this is the first time it's happened and the goldfish just needs to rest and it can try being a goldfish again in like 20 or 30 minutes. We just need to be very patient with the goldfish. You know? Bulba says, give that fish a blue pill, he limps. See, as I was alluding to. Said, okay, but that stew is broken. Heat riser for full team is sick. Oh, is that what it did? I actually didn't pay attention to what it said it does. I'm so bad about that type of thing. So that's good to know. But unfortunately, we're probably going to be feeding it to a Denny just to have good weather. Because here's the thing. This game has a mechanic where if the weather's bad when you go to a place, because in combat, if you hit a weakness, you don't have all-out attacks like in Persona. But if you hit a weakness, you get an extra turn. And so it's like really good that way. But if the weather's bad, you don't get the extra turn. And I think you get extra experience at the end, but it can make things really difficult if you're fighting a big dragon boss monster. Crystal said, lurk, I'm not sleeping, just folding some clothes. Very, very likely story, Crystal. I assume you're sleeping, actually.
The site of Malva forms on the horizon. A small settlement carved out of the mountainous terrain of southern Montario, prospering modestly without reliance on trade, in part thanks to a thriving dairy farm. The Ishkia tribe secludes itself here, avoiding outside clamor. As though ushered in by the bleating of sheep grazing on a rock face, the Gauntlet Runner descends upon the quiet mountain village.
Oh, yeah, we've been here before.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Want to make a quick detour? Yeah, okay. I guess we can stop it. I don't think it takes up time. We'll just buy whatever stuff we need here. Quickie said, Logan trying to do dank math right now. I was just trying to figure out what to do, but I think we're good. I may have made a mistake. We're going to go with it.
The goats here are so adorable, aren't they? Pity that Adria didn't have any. Not since the Great Goat Feast. We ate the goats.
Let's not get attached, love. We have enough kids running around wild on the Gauntlet Runner. Is it get it, kids? Because that's the word for a baby goat, kids.
Goats, huh? But they'd be tasty in a roast or a stew.
Oh, they are. They are.
Indeed, livestock would give us far more flexibility in our provisions.
Gosh.
See what I mean? Now let's get going before we end up becoming a traveling zoo. Okay, I don't think we ever sold anything from our last... I would sell all. Yeah, this will give us, I guess, some money. Oh, we have 99 of these earthenware pulp pots.
Now then.
Sell all. Buy some stuff. What do we got? Divine Elixir instantly cures all injuries of the flesh, fully restores one ally's HP. We got a lot of money, so we're gonna... It's not Idol's Day, but still. Balm of Life. Let's get at least one of these, get an even 10. Blessed Water. We got 99 of the other types of water. Alderbury wheat flour. Wheat that grows even in cold climates. A cooking ingredient. Well, we've got 8 of those, and I do so little cooking. Yeah, let's... And we'll take a look over here. We already got that. Yeah, let's buy 3 Divine Elixirs. Get that up to an even 10 as well.
And yeah, let's get a few blessed waters. Why not? Because I keep forgetting I need to go and purify things. Let's take this up to an even 40. And then I think we're good. Let's get out of here. Are we finished here? Yes. Let's continue our trip.
Hey.
Shall we continue our trip? Yes, let's do that. Can we get a...
The gauntlet
hang on.
runner's slowing pace signals their arrival at an encampment to those below deck. They are grateful for these moments of repose, quietly acknowledging their good fortune. A rare glimpse into a party at peace.
Yeah, I used, like all of you. Think Logan was a lonely man, but then I found her, his soulmate, an amazing girlfriend. She's everything Logan's been looking for to settle down with. He needs to unlock a certain state of mind to see her. With that said, her name is
All right, then.
Certain Suri Sefstadia. Sorry. Yes, your
That is a beautiful name. I love how he just rushed at the end. It's like beef longa suddenly realized, I can only go for so long. Thank you so much for the beef longa TTS, Vero. I appreciate that. I mean, I guess with a name that unique, it'll be easier to identify her if I try and look her up on social media or something like that. Thank you, Vero. Oh, we gotta get a Luma Bee from the campfire. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, that was a Dream Eater moth, not a Luma Bee. But thank you, Vero.
Many islanders consider sanctism to be
Oh, that's the same thing she said before. Let's go take a bath. We still got some bath salts. Let's go to the back deck. We don't need to hang out with our friends. We don't need to increase any of our skills or abilities. Crap, where did we just hit the 3-hour mark? I guess once we get to the place where the bounty is, we'll probably wind down for the night. I don't know where the time went. I kind of lost track of time from just killing dragons and things like that. But thank you again, Vero, for the beef longa TTS. Oak says, also, I am now back. Welcome back, Oak. Said, finished my research, but then I forgot I had to edit some more Nora clips. I did 3 new clips and scheduled another one that I edited and forgot to post. I am getting slowly behind in my video editing. I think I've only got enough videos to last through Friday. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's video on TikTok. Tomorrow's video is going to be the confrontation with Toriumi in Persona 3 at the very end. It's a bath cask. How many different bath bombs do I have? Do I need? I should hang on. I should look up and see which traits they increase. What are they going to be under? Maybe key items, information, weapons, armor, gear, accessories. So they'd be under like use. Okay, where are the bath bombs at? Oh, here we go. So fleeting fountain of youth increases agility by 2, endurance by 2, and protagonist luck by 2. Oh, max HP by 4. Rainbow Bath Blossom use while bathing to increase max HP, MP. Oh, Rainbow Bath Blossom. We only got one of those. We should use that. Prince's Serene Embrace. Oh, that's the one from our bath water. Use while bathing to increase protagonist MP by 2. Okay, yeah, we got to use our Rainbow Bath Blossom. We only have one apparently, but we got to use that. That's going to be real good. Rainbow Bath Blossom. I'm glad I checked. It's a bath cask. Let's get naked. Chat, don't look at my nips, okay? It was a rainbow one. Where is it? There we go. Rainbow Bath Blossom. Check. Oh, I could have checked bath salts. Actually, I'm not stinky. I probably am. Chat, spoiler. I went to the gym today. Actually, I didn't have time to take a shower after the gym when I and the stream. I probably smell bad. Yay! And this will probably be different. We haven't seen him bathe with one of these. I hope there's like rainbows shooting out of the water. Or maybe it's swirly, like when you see liquid gasoline on the ground. Let's see. Oak says, I can't believe I forgot to do that this stream. Thank goodness I remembered. There's some more quotes. Huh? Oh, it's all colorful steam.
I thought the bath joke was gonna be a don't look at my belly button.
No, because here's the thing. If you're looking that far down, there's other regions I'd be more concerned with telling you not to look at. But right now, he's like mostly covered in the water. No, okay. Okay, fine, chat. You can look at my nips if you really want to if I'm bathing. But don't look down at my belly button. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I do appreciate that. Oh crap, I did that. I do appreciate that. I did it. It's like reflexive now. Thank you for the 10 bits. You're awesome. How about that? Thank you for the 10 bits, because you are awesome. Oak says, I could go for some fragrant stew right now. Quickita said, I'm sorry, what? Oak says, blame Vero. Vero said, wait for what? My stream was chugging. Quickita said, welp, while stream is getting closer to the end, I'm going to close some gaps on the quote archive real quick. Said another Vero one, 2 Vero quotes laughing. Bach is laughing. How you doing, Bach? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How is the start of your week going? Vera said, I should fiddle with my Roddy more. Again, he's talking... Roddy is he's an action figure. He's a hot rod. Vera said, Oak says to Vero, hey Vero, you may want to reconsider that. Vera said, hey Oak, my hot rod. Oak says, why are we getting so many quotes from chat? Yeah, you might want to consider your choice of words. Crystal says, I'm not asleep. How do you know, Crystal? How do you know? It's a bath with rainbow bath blossom in it. A range of colors shimmers atop the water like a rainbow. My body may melt away in this astonishing comfort. As my fatigue and anxiety evaporates, I feel I'm being lifted toward the heavens. Protagonist, strength increased by 2, magic increased by 2, endurance increased by 2, agility increased by 2, luck increased by 2, HP increased by 2, MP increased by 2. That was useful. I obtained mag from the bath, 1200. I got out of the bath and went back after cooling off for a bit. Oak says, why does Logan say these things? What things? What things? Said they need to study his brain. Which things? I have to skip over these quotes because there's so many. Oh. Ah! Ah! Why are we getting attacked twice? Oh, yeah. I was snuggling with my fairy. They've reached the deck already. Don't let them hurt the runner. I beg you. I've got to wake everyone up and head to the deck. Oh, what are those chins? Those are not chins. Those are not chins. You know where to kick them. You know where their weak spot is, but that, oh, wow, wow. Oh, and these things are strong. What?
Quote number 522, I don't have plural B-holes. Just the one.
Okay, that had to have been from Ace Attorney. That had to have been from Ace Attorney when we had the holes in the cave, and I was talking about like you came out of it like it was like you were birthed from it, like a birth hole. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, let's hit these things in their weakness. First, I'm gonna try and steal from them. Hope is a joke. They have seeds. No, they have tainted threads. There is a pun. Tainted threads. Tainted threads. I see what you did there, game. Okay, let's do some ice, and apparently that's what they're weak against. Makes sense, because those things be very sensitive to the cold. Very sensitive to the cold. Summon Fairy Modify, that's all enemies. I believe it's just one. Modified, all enemies.
No, that was from Metaphor. Crying face emoji. Crying face emoji.
That was from Metaphor?
I don't even know the context anymore.
Are you sure that it wasn't... Oh, look at all this Jack Frost. That was adorable. Are you sure that maybe it wasn't like from Spirit of Justice, but then it was like recorded during Meta? Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'd be talking about. I assume the B stood for something else, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see if is there anything that hits multiple people. Warcry, Dekunda, one enemy removes buff effects. Can we kill one? Okay, how many are left? Okay, we did kill one before. Let's see if this does anything. He's fine, still alive. To a UG said. Okay, what else we got? Adamant Nightblade. To one enemy do that one there. Rancor.
Keep your guard. Much obliged, Seismic.
You can only hit one person, bro, so you're actually gonna tag over to Yufa, and she's gonna do her little Jack Frost thing again and kill off these two guys. We're gonna get an unscathed triumph. Vera says, I want to see how it reads out. Evie says, lol. Quigga says, Vera, what? Vera says, laughing. Crystal says, what? Quigga said, I'm laughing, dying. Vera said it didn't read the hidden don't trust him. But wait, there's a hidden don't trust him in there. Oh, there was. Oh, look at that. I can see the oh, wow. Okay, it's this thing again. Time to shine. Oh, I'm going to learn from last time, and we're going to have you skip your turn. And have you use light radiance against this thing. Let's see, now I can scroll back down there. Crystal says, Vera, what was that? Vera says, funny enough, TTS lady refused to read it, had to use beef. Maybe there was like some bad words in there or something like that. Extreme light damage there. Crystal says, Hotorodo. Vera says to Crystal, Logan's beautiful girl. I guess that's her name. And there's a clip. We'll check that out in just a minute here. Sorry we're going a little bit over. We should try and at least get to the destination where we're trying to be here. And yay, money, unscathed triumph. Yay. Got a lot of mag there. Okay, so let's check. Oh, once the screen loads, we'll check it.
Appreciated.
Thank you. Nice work out there. That should keep the baddies at bay for now. Okay, so Oak has posted a clip into the chat. For anyone who is lurking or wasn't here before, and we've talked about this, doesn't know the deal. When someone posts a clip into the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, we load up the clip to watch this together on stream. I think I know this one's going to be based on the title because it's titled A Beautiful Name. It's going to be that Beaver TTS.
Blah, blah.
Oh, sorry, there's this.
I used, like all of you, think Logan was a lonely
I have some
man,
water
but
while this
then
is
I
happening.
found her, his soulmate and amazing girlfriend. She's everything Logan's been looking for to settle down with. He needs to unlock a certain state of mind to see her. With that said, her name is
All right, then.
Sensory Stadia.
Ooh, Sensory Stadia.
We're so be yes,
That is a beautiful name. And then it cuts off right there. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Vera. Thank you. Let's see. Oaks says, wait. Hang on. There was Oaks says, ad quote, let's get naked chat. Don't look at my nips. Okay. With an ads quote, let's get naked chat. Don't look at my nips. Okay. Okay, fine. There's like the extended version there. Vera says, okay, I need to change wording. Bach said, it said, break finally started, so I have time to watch streams now. Yay, I'm excited. I'm happy. Bach, congratulations on making it to break. And I'm looking forward to having you back in stream. It's good to see you. Oak says, we all live in Crystal's dreams. Quick said, wait, no. This quote, this quote was on my birthday. No, I know exactly what this is. And you kept the craft safe and sound too. Now then, have a good night and sleep tight. Vera edits quote, says, what was the command again? Newbly says, is stream ending soon? Relatively soon. Yes, we're going to be winding down. We'll do,
13 days
I guess we ought to cook again. Might as well cook something else up. See if there's anything else we got like plentiful ingredients of. And then we'll arrive at the place and we'll probably wind down to that point. Oak says, what command? Says, got it, should be, then battle happening. Okay, so first of all, we gotta comb our hair.
Got it.
Now that I'm a candidate, it's important to be well groomed. Let's see. More quotes. Oak says, no, it's quote 522, which is well after Spirited Justice ended. Impeccable quote. Impeccable vegetables, y'all. Let's see. Scroll. Vera says, oh my gosh, this reminds me, I had a dream. Yufa has a pixie cut. Oh, that'd be adorable. I love pixie cuts. I had a dream last night that Starfire from Teen Titans had joined the academy, the boarding school on the Netflix series Wednesday, and it was just kind of I don't know. It was weird. But it was also everything looked like a metaphor dungeon in it for some reason. Okay, so let's see what we can cook here. We got plenty of stuff for red grass, roast beedo. I'm assuming if it's at the top, it's probably not that great stuff. Restores 400 HP and cures burn for one ally. Restores 250, cures poison for all allies. That might be nice. We have one of those already. Coney Stew cures status ailments for all allies. We should probably get that. We'll probably need one of those. Critical meatballs. Increase critical rate for all allies for 3 turns. Allows one ally to endure 1 fatal attack with 1 HP. But how do we activate? Do we have to like feed it to the person beforehand? Stale black bread deals 300 almighty damage to one enemy. Invincible noodles gain immunity in the field for 60 seconds. What? Oh, in the field, run around. Benevolent bread, we already got one of those. All members gradually recover HP while walking in dungeons for 60 seconds. Magical bread, all members gradually recover MP while walking in dungeons for 60 seconds. That's nice. For 30 seconds, defeat an enemy in the field without a single hit. Restores 200 HP, cures poison for one ally. Restores, okay, so the bad stuff's actually at the bottom. Or maybe it's different. Maybe, that's it. Oh, because we don't have enough there. Indestructible honey cake erects a barrier that nullifies a slash, pierce, or strike attack. Let's do the one that cures poison or cures ailments on everybody. Where was that? No. Cures status ailments for all allies. Coney Stew, because we got plenty of these things. So let's make that. Cook.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
I didn't know Stroll wanted to make that. Okay. So we'll do that, and then we'll pray to the altar for Basilio, and then we'll wind down the stream tonight. Meat with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer a braise, low and slow. When it melts the moment it hits your tongue, truly exceptional, though that method does take forever.
Even so.
Still, time should not deter you from taste, and once you taste it, you'll want to keep doing it. I'm not even going to tell you what doing it means. That's right, this stew is an aphrodisiac. I began preparing the food with Stroll. Oh, it's like a shish kebab. Season it well and then cook it until it starts to brown.
Got it?
It already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure. Ew.
Got it.
And that's all that's left is to let it soak in its flavor. We must control the heat carefully now to keep our eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite, but don't give in. The juice is precious, and not a single drop can be wasted. Amazing! The dish Troll and I made is dripping with flavor and depth. It's Coney stew. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. You've earned first taste, I say. Ba-da-ding! Yes, you're scratching the back of my head. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. Coney stew. Let's see. Vera said she absolutely nailed it. Oak said that might compete with Gallica for Logan's love. It might. I do love a good pixie cut. But, like, Gallica is a pixie and has short-haired cut. Vera says, like Rebecca from Resident Evil length. That is good. Rebecca, what was... wait, no. Oh, Rebecca. I remember her. I got Rebecca and Ashley confused for a second. Rebecca is cute, though. Ashley is cute, but mainly because she has big ears. All right, so then we're going to pray on this one this time. Because last time we did Heisme. We're going to do Basilio. Make sure we're spreading love. The prayer for love. Prayerful love. Basilio. Let's see. Quickita said, okay, I am done with quotes for tonight. And Raisin says, Watchtowers says, aw. I'll watch the stream for 1.75 hours. I feel like I've seen you here more than that. That's amazing. Oak says, holy crap. To be fair, I haven't been here for a year. I have 300. Vera said, also, I didn't expect the number.
I don't think Take It Off Logan was something I ever expected to hear.
Hi, Chiaki.
Typed out or spoken
Hi,
in
Chiaki.
my chat.
I miss you, Chiaki. I miss playing Danganronpa 2. You were my second favorite character. That was not Danganronpa spoilers. That was just me reacting to chat. And Chiaki was... actually, there might have been in the text. I didn't read what it said. But yeah, she was second best character. Right after Gundam Tanaka. Vera said, I also didn't expect the number was that high. Oak says, Vero has been here almost 4 years. Dang, Vera said, a chat elder. I know Tiff and Wendy's been here before me. Oak says, I wonder who the oldest person who's ever been in stream is. Probably Rukov or Clam, I would think. Queen Gate says, noise. Vera said, Rukov, maybe. Oak said, there's got to be at least 80-year-old who's shown up for at least one stream. Oh, you mean like age-wise? That I'm not sure. Because there have been other people who are parents, like Wonder Mama 1, we haven't seen her for a little while. But it's also rude to ask a lady her age. So I don't know. She's definitely not 80 years old. Oh crap, we got another one of these. Why? I don't even need to read what they're saying. I don't care, just get up there. We've seen this dialogue before from everybody. Let's go kill these things. Go!
Enough! Pipe down and let us through.
Clear off!
Thank you, Atlantic. Thank you very much, Atlantic. I gotta kill some birds. Oh, speaking of Rukovs, Frenzied Corvo.
Hit them all in one fell swoop.
Okay, do I have piercing attacks? Oh crap. I used to have piercing attacks, but it looks like I don't anymore. Let's just kill these things with something. Plasma Nightblade, that is to all enemies. Let's just try and overkill them.
Die! Apologies.
Don't apologize to the birds you're trying to kill intentionally. Wait, why is he like, Arr. He's doing that Jeb Bush pose. There we go. We took a second to summon this thing. Let's kill these things. Vera says, active, that is. Oak says, to Vero, I don't even need active. I want an old lady that showed up to a single stream several years ago. Evie says, haha. Oak says, I realize this isn't helping my GILF fan allegations.
I guess it's our time to shine.
Are we able to steal from this thing? Are we able to steal? An opal?
Cool, we'll
or a Beelzebub's breath, whatever that is. So yeah, actually, let's try and plunder this thing.
Sorry.
An opal! I'm sure that's probably worth money in a store or something like that.
Let's stay calm.
And Radiance, and let's just slaughter this thing. Oh, Vera says it really isn't. Oak says, I just like Hilda and Judge Udgy. This must be how Nora feels. Vera said, why is Stroll posing so much? That's Stroll. He feels like people are always watching him, and he doesn't want to disappoint. And why is the game lagging so much? I'm starting to get worried. There There we go. Quiggity said, now all you need is an embarrassing clip of my stream, then you will become Nora. I don't even remember what was so embarrassing about the clip. What did she do? Evie with a smiley face. Oak says, all I know is you threatened to post it. Oh, there's that clip roulette, so I gotta be close to catching up. Quiggity said, she said people were accusing her of you know what, and I said, well, Nora, it's hard to accuse someone if it's true. Oak said, oh yeah. Oak said, someone asked my age, but I already know your age. Quiggity said, gets flashbanged by light mode. Oh, there we go. Hang on. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Autumn leaves. Its name, however, is the Abandoned Path. The story goes that a nearby village was struck by
Oh, that's right. It's this one. I forgot we heard this story.
To preserve its food stores, abandoned their elderly along this road. The forsaken elders became a food of sorts.
Elders or eldas?
For monsters and for the earth. The trees then turned to resplendent crimson. So the story goes.
So they say.
Amidst a view so stained with sin,
wow!
to the eye, the Gauntlet Runner's engine ceases its mechanical whir.
Everything was so peaceful. We're just listening to the narrator, peacefully explaining this stuff. And then that! Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Crystal. Oak says, quick. Oh, I read that. Oak says, caps, quick. Noobly says, anyways, I'm gonna go. Good night. Good night, Noobly. Thank you so much for being here. We are getting close to the end, so we're gonna be raiding soon. So if anybody else is thinking of leaving, if you're able to stick around till the raid, I'd appreciate it. But, you know, no pressure, though. I bet this place would be beautiful if the sky weren't this heckish color.
Well, and the monsters. Guess that's why we're here.
Monsters Monsters that threaten our safety under ominous skies. Practically a metaphor. Credits for the country in its current state.
Well,
if we stop Louise, perhaps blue skies will return and we too can come back under less fraught pretense.
That's right.
How wonderful. I shall anticipate that moment. Yet to make that happen, we must first collect a bounty, yes?
It'll emerge if we hunt a snake-like monster called Rigopetia. Apparently that'll alert the bounty that something is off in the forest.
We should go.
Let's get going then. Mantis, lead the way. Not my head. Not my head.
Vera says goodnight to Noobly. Vera said goodnight, Noobly. And Oak with a hydrate command. I'll do that right now. Thank you very much, Oak. I appreciate that.
Hi.
Well, Katerina.
Oh, there you are. Glad I caught up with ya. When I heard you lot were coming, I rushed here right away. Just couldn't keep still.
Can we add her to the party? I know that she has something where she helps us out in dungeons. I assumed it was just gonna be a thing where like Nurse's thing in the beginning where he attacks and leaves, that she'd do that.
This place is like my back garden, you know. Don't be afraid to rely on me, Kate. What bam?
Oh yeah, I want to rely on you, Katerina.
Come on, let's hurry up and go. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, she's just gonna be like chilling with us. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to everybody first. Stroll.
No one else was willing to accept this request. Good thing that's just the sort of challenge we're looking for. Let's see it through together.
Okay, so I guess it's just gonna be generic. Oh, we took a bounty type of thing. Okay, so let's save. I'm gonna keep staggering these saves because I don't know if I made the right choice by coming here. Let's see. Oak says, yay, Seekers. Vera says, oh my gosh, I was legit reading a text message and they said the word Seekers and the command triggered. It startled me so bad. What are the odds? It's probably because you're talking about Seekers so much. Oak says 1 out of 492. I did the math real quick. Vera said, yeah, because there's only 492 words. That's all. Vera said they were talking about War for Cybertron, the show, if Lofan is curious. Who's Lofan? I was curious, but I'm not Lofan. Oak, but yeah, oh man, that War for... And I feel bad because, like, I know the voice actor for Starscream in that, and he did a great job. I also think the guy who did Megatron did a good job, but the rest of it was just like that show struggled. Oak said, trust me, I'm very smart. Crystal says they manifested the Seekers. Vera said, insane. Oak says, low fan. Crystal, we need that in typos. Crystal says, oh yes, favorite streamer, low fan. Oak says, low fan, Rovo. Vera said, quote, also, thank you, Toilet Duck. I think I did save, but I'm gonna save again because I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Thank you. Vera said, also, funny as F, the Decepticon stock characters are 1, variously colored Seekers and Impactors, which Impactor's not even a Decepticon. He shouldn't have been a Decepticon in the series. I've got him up on my shelf there, and he's on the Autobot side because he's an Autobot. Said reflector, but they're exactly the same. Thinking about the kind of camera that would make all together. My friend who triggered the Seeker's command. I mean, the reflectors are based on a toy, and I have a reflector there. And if you buy 3 of them, you can make a camera out of them. Chris said Logan Roby, Logan Rhyme, Lofan. Vera said I didn't realize I wrote Lofan. And Oak says, how does one train a dog to be as Pavlovian as Mr. Lofan? There we go. 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 32 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. And I don't think we'd even been on slow mode for a while, so that's extra impressive, I guess. Okay, but yeah, you just gotta have the right bells and the right rewards, I think. Vera says, how many cameras can we make? Or one giant camera? Well, if you have, for every 3 you have, you can make 1 camera. In fact, they're reissuing them in a box set in Japan with the 3 of them packed with Thundercracker, because Thundercracker from Earthrise was very hard to find. Crystal says, on Lurk, though, scratching my skin on the side of my finger, it's bleeding. No! Thank you for the unlurk, but I'm sorry about your finger. Quick said, thank you for the very Dragon Rower stream. See y'all next time for surely finally finding missing Moo Child. Oh, that's right, Ace Attorney. I forgot where we were at with that. I do need to go ahead and take a look at all those raid suggestions from earlier. But by the way, if anyone is lurking, if you can I give you the rundown? I'm asking as if you're going to respond. I'm going to give you the rundown on the channel. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit. That is a game that Queen Katie was alluding to. And so that means tomorrow is a Wednesday, no stream tomorrow. And then Thursday, we'll be back here for Ace Attorney. And Friday, we're going to pick up where we're leaving off here. Not exactly where we leave off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this whole area and just like kill all the things to get to the point where we're right before the boss. And then you guys will be able to watch that. And it'll be good-ish. Okay, so of all of the raid suggestions we had, let's see, one of them is on followers only. About 2 or 3 are already offline. One of them has like a bunch of viewers. So it looks like the next one would be this one. Somebody's streaming a game called The Forest. It looks like, I don't know what that is. It's a co-stream with somebody. The title of the stream is Good Grief, He's Naked, Forced Time with the Girlies. So I don't know what that means exactly. I feel like I should be a little bit worried. Before we type in that, though, I want to give the link tree over on... actually, I guess Crystal did a little while ago. I don't know if messages expire on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, if you look, the second to last message should be Crystal posting the link tree that has all of our social media stuff, my Discord invite link. No pressure if you don't want to join Discord, but it's there. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all the good stuff. So feel free to make use of that as you see fit or not. It's up to you. Regardless, if you are lurking over there on YouTube, I do appreciate you. There wasn't much chatting there tonight, but that's fine. I just appreciate you being here. So we're going to go ahead and initiate this raid. Crystal already put in the raid message, so we'll copy that over to our clipboards. And I'll read some more in the chat here. Oak said, thank you for the very LoganRobo's stream. It made me smile. That was just the part of the end, apparently. Crystal said, thank you for the very fun stream. Vera said, thank you for the very How to Slay Your Dragon stream. Bulba says, nice. Oh, Bulba, you made it all the way to the end. Thank you again for the raid earlier. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you had a great stream earlier tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your time here. And I hope you didn't feel like you were just having to stay out of obligation or something. Bach says, don't want to spoil myself with investigations, but for other games, I'll try my best to be here. It's good to see you again, Logan. It's good to see you, Bach. Investigations, we are in the final case in like what feels like maybe the second half of it. So hopefully you won't have to wait too long before you'll be able to be to the other ones, because both games are going to be winding down. I would think maybe within the next month or so, 2 months at the most. Crystal says, what? Vera said the forest again, yay. Oh, again, have we done that before? Quigeta said, captions, good grief, he's naked, forced time with the girlies. Crystal said, messages don't expire on YouTube, lives, don't worry. Oak said, to be honest, pretty close. Crystal said, the captions aren't working. Logan actually said that. Quigeta said, is it? I thought it was forest. Oak said, it was forest, I think. Crystal's laughing. Bulba said, yes, sir, yes, sir. Well, thank you, Bulba. Crystal says, it was the title of the streamer. Oak said, that's why I heard it least. Eva said, I missed your streams, Logan. We missed having you here. Bulba said, I may have been quiet, but I was here. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Crystal said, see y'all next stream. Oak said, good night, everyone, y'all. Love y'all. Vera said, good night, y'all. Crystal said, YouTube lives. Bubble says, good night, y'all. Enjoy the raid, everybody. Bye. Bye. Whew. I was having a scramble to get that all out at the end. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.